if I'm live or not. Hey, what's going on? Happy New Year. Give me that one in the chat. Let me know that you guys can see me and hear me. I'm checking some stuff to make sure that everything is a-okay. Yeah, there's some issues going on apparently. All right, Rochelle J with the ones. All right, everybody's dropping ones. Awesome. It's a small stream, but it's a powerful stream. Amaze balls. Let me turn this on so I can get my chat box ripping. Let me see, did that work? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm very excited. The Kremlins were in full effect this way. I don't know about you guys. I got some complaints. Folks were saying that they were trying to get on earlier, or at least checking in all day to see if I'm actually going live tonight. And there were no notifications sent out, apparently. They just decided that they were no longer going to abide by notifications. So, let's see. All right, there we go. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right, now I got my stuff popping. All right. Miss Johnson in the house. Nicola Dow. I see KL. Peanut butter. Victorious. Carolyn R. 2 hours to go on the West Coast with Caroline R. All right, Carolyn. Sweet girl in the house. So I finally made it. Going Grima. You know, I posted that dang on thumbnail yesterday. Not even yesterday. It was like Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning. I posted that thing. Thought I was going to be rocking and rolling. But apparently the Kremlins had other plans for the stream. They were like negative. I don't know, maybe at first I was like, oh, it's just, new stream issues or whatever. But now I'm starting to believe it. Just scrap it. Thank you so much. $9.99 super chat. Let me just make sure my thing is working. There we go. All right, we rocking all cylinders up in this piece. I'm so happy that you guys could join me. All right, Nicola Dow. Just scrapping with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Dr. Carl in the house. What's going on? Happy New Year's. Nicola Dow, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I tell you what, it is serious out here. It is dead serious. You don't know? You better ask somebody. Because I try to go live, try to have fun with my peeps. Sarcasm for phone. Yeah, I'm going to click that on there. But apparently Kody was like, yeah, too much to say. Because I tell you what, Brooke Shaler in the house. Happy New Year's. Apparently, let me make sure my phone is off because I don't want nobody calling midstream. And all of a sudden, I'm looking unprofessional as hell. He's like, answering his phone on text messages. Hit the thumbs up. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Let's see, my take on reality peeps. Please kiss. Let's get it. Hit that like button. If you enjoy the content, give James HBO special. And hit subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Thank you so much. Yeah, Happy New Year, Wendy. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody coming in and joining me. I know folks are all over the place, have got things going on. I wanted to at least make sure that I touch base with everybody because, we have we have kind of a cool community here. And, You know, some folks have a lot of people, some folks don't. I just wanted to make sure everybody had somebody. You know, at least we could touch base with our My Take crew fam. Big shout out to Rochelle J with the $5 super chat. Happy New Year's to everyone. No thumbnail at all. James, thank you for pumping up tonight and spending some time with us. Smash the like, please. Yeah, you know, I had to. I was hanging out. My my kids were having a good time earlier. They was downstairs doing some kind of dance thing. It was awesome. Wife said work, but me and the kids was hanging out, having fun. Going green, mom. Yeah, right. Up to 172. Hit that like button, guys. Let me know that you're loving it. You're liking it. Jamie Gallant. Shit between the fiasco with streaming and having littles. I haven't seen any of the specials yet. I tell you what, to be honest with you, the specials are interesting, Jamie, but it's not like, yeah, they're not really covering a whole lot. In fact, they're not covering any new ground. It's all old stuff that they're kind of responding to. And if anything, they're putting some more meat on the bone. So from that respect, I do appreciate some of the newer content. But at the same token, we can talk a little bit because I'll save a lot of the beefy stuff for tomorrow because I know it's kind of late and we're already getting a late start. I don't want to run like I normally run and we up to like 10 o'clock in the morning. But we'll cover some of the stuff that was just had me fired up and I was like, I got to talk about this. What is this? Okay, just scrapping. Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, just scrapping. Are you still feeling sick, James? If so, we can come back tomorrow. By the way, what time zone are you in general? I am in the Eastern Standard Time, so like that New York time is usually the big time that they go by the Eastern Standard Time. So for me, tomorrow will be EST. Yeah, New York. So I guess I don't have to say like America. But yeah, so I'm in Eastern Standard Time. But thanks for asking. Thanks for clarifying that. Thanks for the 998 super chat too. Thank you, Just Scrapping. Appreciate it. Catherine's in the house. Let's see. Katie Willahan with the 499 super chat. Thank you so much. So good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Katie. I appreciate you guys coming through. And I appreciate everybody swinging in and checking on a brother, making sure that I'm all right. Because I know that, like the Kremlins, in case you haven't noticed, we were talking about it earlier in the chat, like going back and forth. I was still trying to take care of some stuff here. But I've been getting a lot of messages that a lot of folks haven't been getting any of the notifications. They haven't been able to see any of my thumbnails. I think we were asking about Sarcasm for Fun the other day. Like, where's she at? Usually she here, hope everything cool. Hope she's all right. And then she hits me up the next day like, did you go live at all? And I'm like, yes, I did. In fact, we were asking about you. You know, and that was a Friday, like a Friday and then Saturday. And actually, it was during the time when I was responding back to Sarcasm for Fun and I was posting the thumbnail for the night. And apparently, the Kodyites weren't too pleased with us talking bad about him. But that's too bad because we're going to talk about his ass tonight. We're going to talk about him tonight. All right, or this morning, whatever. Just scrapping. Catherine Gray with 99 super chat. Are you still feeling sick, James? I feel good. I feel ready. I feel strong. I get knocked down hard sometimes, but then I get right back up. So I wasn't in a fetal position crying, thinking it's the end of my days. You're not going to hear about it, when I'm talking online over the next few weeks about how I was on my deathbed and I thought that was it. Now I should be able to destroy my family and ostracize all my friends because I had some virus that I never went to the hospital for, or you know what I mean? Yeah, peanut butter, no problem. It's awesome. I'm glad I could swing through. I'm glad you guys are here. I mean, like I said, I trust me when I say I was on earlier and nobody. I mean, the thing was like 000 across the board, and I was like, wait, and I went live, and it was like 000. I was like, damn. So I know what it's like when there's nobody in the house. Trust me when I tell you, it's a lonely feeling. It's like nobody. That's sorry. I wasn't mad at anybody because, like I said, I know people got stuff to do. You know what I mean? I know people might be partying out. Some folks are recovering right now. They're not even partying right now. They got that look on their face. Tina Cook said I sound like Coach Tomlin. Maybe my voice is a little gruffy now. No, Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. Happy New Year, Sunrise, 808. Beer and Skittles on the menu. That beer and Skittles stuff, I don't know what that is. I don't know where he got that from. That is some crazy shit. Got some beer and Skittles. It's incredible. My life isn't easy. It's not beer and Skittles. Has anybody... I'm curious now. I'm just curious. One, has anybody ever heard the term beer and Skittles before Sister Wives, before Kody started saying it? I've never heard it, but that doesn't mean it is not a thing. I mean, I'm willing to admit that I don't know everything, and I'm always willing to learn. So is that a thing? Beer and Skittles? Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard that before. 2, if you have never heard anybody ever say beer and Skittles other than Kody. I don't know why you would. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why you would do that. You know? I see it too. I see some twos. I don't get it. Like, 'cause if I want beer, I'll drink beer. But if I want candy, I'm not going to drink beer. Like, I've never heard anybody say, you know what I need? I'm going to go get me a 6-pack of Schlitz and a pack of Jolly Ranchers. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, Sheena Sutton says she heard of it. Okay. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe it is a thing. We just don't. You know, we have to know. Maybe I'm just not cool. That's possible. Maybe, you know, I'm not the man I was when I was 20. Maybe I'm just not that guy. Maybe Cody's like in the hip zone. Somebody. What is this? Brooke Shaler. Why don't they show the clip of Robin saying she didn't want one house either? Come on, producers. I know, right? You know what? To be honest with you, I genuinely think, nobody's heard of that shit. Maybe Cody's trying to make it a thing. Like, he's got a t-shirt and shit. He's got his shirts printed out. It's like, it's going to be the next big thing, yo. Forget Sister Wife Closet. Close that. I'm going to make some t-shirts. We going merch, baby. Beer and Skittles all day. Got it patented. Got my trademark symbols for beers and Skittles. I'm going to start a company. And I'm going to call it Beer and Skittles LLC. And that's how we're going to pay for this house, Robin. 2 weeks later, moving into a refrigerator box. Got that double wide refrigerator box. Had the double doors. Yeah, right. Oh, so Reds. I was hoping they show the clip of Robin saying that Mary couldn't come over because it would make the other wives mad. I really wanted Mary to see it. I think Mary has seen a bunch of stuff. I think Mary knows way more. And I think, to be honest with you, based off of that damn talkback, Reds, trust me when I tell you, my opinion, Jen's ass is on the case. Jen is on the case. Her friend Jen is breaking down a lot of that shit because she is not impressed with Robin's ass at all. Jen is not impressed. She is not a fan. Okay? And when she, like, the two of them, if the two of them sit down and watch this show together and they start picking up on a lot of that stuff, I think Mary needs the distance, she needs the time, and she needs that friend to pull her aside and say, look here, girlie. Forget that dumb shit. This woman right here is not your friend. Robin is not your friend. Because she banged her out with that. Just Scrap and said, it could be your merch. Thank you for the super chat. And I think you're right. I got to figure out how to do some shirts. I'm going to put some shirts out. I got some ideas. And Lizzie B, I think, has been hitting me, dropping some hints on me and stuff. So I'm going to try to get some merch up too. I just didn't want to inundate a lot of folks with my stuff. But yeah, I'm going to get some fun stuff up. But thank you so much for the $9 super chat. I think that, back to what I was saying, like with Jen and Mary, I think that what Mary needs is, like I say, she gets a little distance, she gets a little time, she heals her wounds a little bit, and she just needs a friend to just kind of pull her coattails and bring her ass back down to reality and say, look, you have to watch what she says and what she does. Stop listening to what the things she's telling you in private. Start looking at the whole picture, and you can start seeing what Robin is up to. Because she is not your friend. Yeah. You know what? Some of this stuff I'm going to cover tomorrow. Yeah, because it's just a lot that I saw in this episode. In fact, I got like written notes. I got to put stuff on my computer. Yeah. Carmen, you're right. That's exactly what she needs. Uh-oh, what? Pamela Cleveland is watching you on her vacation in Tokyo. Shout out to Pamela. Hell yeah. What's up, Pamela? Happy damn New Year from America to Tokyo. I'm super jealous. That is awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know, Catherine. And thanks for the super chat, $4.99. I appreciate that. Wow. Okay, Pamela. Damn. All right. Somebody is balling. Balling. You balling for real. You're not fake ass balling in a Lexus convertible while the rest of your family driving around on a baloney skin tires with blow 'em up motors. You know what I mean? Shit. There's so much I want to say. But off the top, like, look, can we get into it a little bit? Does anybody mind if we talk a little bit of Sister Wives? Like, just in general. Because I just want to get some shit off my chest, if y'all don't mind. Sandretta, I know. It's a damn Kremlins. They don't want to hear me talking about it. Maybe it's TLC. I'm blaming the Kremlins. I'm blaming Kody like Kody got power. Kody can't stop shit. Cody couldn't stop his 4 wives from leaving him. How about that? Yeah, okay. Dr. Carl said, get it. Let's rip it. All right, see, I'm going to give you guys a little preview of probably what I'm going to talk about. I'll probably talk about it a little more tomorrow after I get my thoughts together. But this is me right off rip. talking about this foolishness. Wait, before I get into it, let me get this. From Sarcasm for Fun. 1999 Super Chat. Hello. Life isn't all beer and Skittles. It's primarily British. Oh, okay. Not an easy time. Please hit that like button all and have fun. Have a happy, healthy, and blessed new year to all my Take on Reality family. James, season 15, episode 5. Robin is making COVID's rules. Yes, I do remember that. Because that was the one, if I'm not mistaken, that's also when she was talking about how Solomon was sick. And she wanted to make sure that everybody stayed separate. And that's why I say that she had decided early on that she was going to make her kids stay apart. But when she said she wanted her kids to stay apart, it wasn't just the fact, because if her kids stayed apart, then Janelle and Christine's kids and those families would still be mixing and still intermingling. And she wanted to make sure nobody else, if she couldn't participate, her kids couldn't participate, she didn't want anybody participating. That's when she came up with that bullshit ass idea about the COVID rules, about it being so important that everybody keeps safe by everybody staying separate, and only Kody could go from house to house to house, which made no sense. Because like I said, if Robin's house is the safe place, and say Garrison and Gabe did go out, ironically Robin's house is the house that almost killed Kody, apparently. But if Gabe and Garrison went out and they contracted COVID and they brought it back to Janelle's house, if Kody went from Robin's house to Janelle's house, he would become a carrier for COVID. Then he would go over to Christine's house, contaminate that house. Then he would go back over to Robin's house, contaminate Robin's house. And before you know it, the whole COVID would rip through the whole damn family because of Kody. Because if he's sick, if a house is sick, it don't matter if only one person goes over there. You understand what I mean? So, I mean, to be honest with you, in that situation, if COVID was as dangerous and as deadly as they thought it was, then all that would have happened would have been Kody would have went and knocked off everybody in the family, and Mary be the only one standing because he never went over to Mary's house. That's all that would have happened. Mary would have been safe because she's been isolated and ostracized from the family. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So, whereas comedian I like will say, that's ridiculous. Rochelle J with the $2 super chat. See, you got friends. We all been waiting on your ass. Look, I'm telling you, I was sitting here when I say zeros, I have like a little thing that'll tell me like how many people are in the chat or whatever. I just discovered not long ago. But it'll tell me like how many people are in the chat. I'm telling you, my whole shit was zeros. I was the only one in the chat, me by myself. And when I say one is the loneliest freaking number, they wasn't lying, yo. I was like, damn, I'm in a room by myself in the World Wide Web. So technically, I'm standing in the middle of the center's hall of the world, and nobody's even walking past my ass. Damn. That's all right. I feel the love. I'm not worried about it. I love myself. Gotta love yourself too. All right. All right. So here's my little ranty rant that I have with regard to. Let me just knock this up real quick so I can. Oh, there we go. All right. Here's my little ranty rant. Because I want to be very specific about it. Because like I said, I don't want to hold everybody for the hours and hours and hours. Like this won't be a 5 o'clock in the morning stream. I promise. But I will say this about the whole thing. When I watched this thing, and pardon me, for those of you who have sensitive ears, I apologize before I get started because there may be some cussing coming out. You know, there may be some cussing in this one. I'm not a lot. It's not gonna be crazy, I don't think. But yeah. First up, Kody and Robin, TLC, you need to fire their ass. They need to be fucking fired. Why do they still have jobs? They should be fired. Fired. You know what I mean? When I say fired, I mean fire the fuck out of them. I'm talking about forget the box. I'm talking about launch that box clean out of the studio or whatever. They need to be gone. Because if you think about where they are, in the story arc of Sister Wives and the programming, when push comes down to shove, they have zero accountability for the show. They're making zero contributions to the show. There's nothing that they're really talking about that's going to help move any of the story arcs along. Everything that they've been talking about for the last 3 seasons has strictly been about the other wives. That's it. The only commentary they can make is how Christine is ruining my family. She's such a horrible sister wife. And then Janelle's such a terrible sister wife. She's not loyal to me. She's over there hanging out with Christine. And what about Mary? Mary, well, screw her. I don't even want Mary. Fuck her. I don't know why she's even showing up. Oh, Mary's such a terrible sister wife. I can't believe she left. I have 3 divorces and you should feel sorry for me. I'm tired of that tired ass line. I'm tired of the bullshit. Okay? I'm tired of the bullshit when it comes to them. I'm so sick of it. Because there's nothing that they're saying that's making any sense. You're not making any sense. The whole time look, alright, fuck it. The whole time Kody's been talking, alright, I'm gonna bring it back down. Shout out to YouTube is my time machine with the $6 super chat. Happy New Year's, James. Happy New Year's, YouTube is my time machine. Love the name. Why is that Kody and Robin get to refuse to watch clips? TLC signs their checks and it infuriates me. These two are nightmares. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Rochelle J with the $2 super chat. When you see 0, it's wrong. Please hit the like. I'm telling you, that shit was all zeros. But let me finish. I'm telling you, because I'm on the same page with you. YouTube is my time machine. They serve no purpose. The only thing you've talked about the entire time that you've been doing this show for the last 3 seasons has been these other women. And how these other women, and I'm going to say it the way I feel it. He's been saying to the camera, Robin's been saying to the camera every chance they get that these women ain't shit. Every time you turn around, is these women ain't shit. They not supporting me. They not supporting the family. They not helping us. They're not living up to their promises. They're not loyal. All the things they're not doing. They got a whole fucking laundry list of all the stuff that they not supposed to be doing. But they're taking care of all the damn kids. They're taking care of all the responsibilities. In addition to these women taking care of themselves and taking care of their kids, they're taking care of your grown asses and making sure that your kids are okay. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So when you look at everything that's happening on the screen and these two are sitting there complaining and crying and talking about all the bullshit about how offended they are that their big pictures and the hopes and dreams that they had for themselves didn't work out, but you didn't want to do anything else about it because all that comes down to is simply one thing. You assholes thought you could treat these women any way you wanted. You thought you could treat them any kind of way you want. You could say whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. And they weren't supposed to leave. That was the whole point. They were supposed to sit there and take it. When you sit there and spend all their money, they bring home their check, you take their check, and you spend their entire fucking check, they supposed to have a smile on their face. And then they supposed to kiss your ass and say, hey boss, do you want me to go back to work and see if I can get some more? You want me to call and see if I can get some more hours so that I can bring you a bigger check next week? That was the only thing they wanted or expected them to say. That was it. But because these women have self-esteem, they have pride, and they have integrity in themselves, all of a sudden, oh, these bitches don't know how to act. I don't know why they sitting around acting all up in it. This is ridiculous. Look, that's what it is, dude. You dealing with adult people. These are adults. These are adults. Because they're not walking around waiting for your approval like little kids and puppies that you're supposed to pat them on the head, send them out into the world to go get something for you and bring it back. Like you fucking throw a damn bone. They supposed to run out there, grab the bone, and then bring it back to you? Are you serious? And then you have the audacity. And here's the part that kills me with TLC. Here's what kills me with TLC. And I think TLC is getting tired of them, and I'll explain to you in a moment why. I kind of gave a little preview on Friday, but I'm going to explain to you why I think TLC is getting tired of it. Oh, is this Lisa Jessup Anderson? What's up? $1.99 Super Chat. Yes, Happy New Year's, James. Love your take. Thank you. And I love the fact that you're here. How about that? Happy New Year. I'm going to tell you what it is. When I watch this, you know, and I see Robin coming out, refusing to answer questions. How you going to be on a reality show and you don't want to talk about what happened on a reality show, you dummy? That's part of the fucking job. Pardon my French, but tonight is going to be a oui, pis, sure, me, sure, bon appetit, bon français evening. Okay? How you going to be on a reality show and talk about I don't want to watch scenes from the reality show? Are you insane? That's like me saying I want to be a fireman, but I don't like being hot. I don't like fires. Bitch, you better start liking fires today because that's the job. Okay? That's the job. You watching these reality shows, and when we talk about jobs, what are you doing with your life? Do you have another piece of, income coming in that we don't know about? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they have some kind of contract or some kind of deal that we just don't know about. Maybe they like independently wealthy and Robin just found out that she's like Princess of the Nile or some shit and she has this ton of money and she don't really care what happens on TLC because she's just doing it for fun. Maybe that's it. Maybe we all have it wrong. But as far as I know and as far as I can count, you guys are in financial trouble. Because this show for you guys, for Robin and Kody, unless something drastic happens or something drastically changes, you guys are in the long end of a short-ass pier. Okay? You're at the long end of a short-ass pier. You're about to hit, your feet about to get wet. And you guys are not airtight. You are not watertight. You're in trouble. You're in fucking trouble. And you sitting here arguing and making it difficult for these people to be able to film these shows and these programs and being difficult to work with is not going to help you at all. At all. You got Robin set up there at least on 3 clips. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to answer any questions. Welcome to the family, Beth Serrano. I see you. Welcome. Just hit that subscribe button. Gave me the HBO special. Yes, she did. Big shout out to Ada Doom. Ada Doom, look at me. $4.99 Super Chat. Keeping reality with James in 2024. That's right. Happy New Year's, James. Happy New Year's, Ada. Hell yeah. But look, this is where it is. If you guys can't watch the show, I think that this is a big, strong sign that TLC is just about done with Robin and Kody. Why do I say that? Because they're bringing up stuff that they know is going to annoy them, and they don't give a shit. Now they could do it in such a way, because to be honest with you, historically, I'm under no impression that this isn't the first time that Kody or Robin has refused to shoot something and they try to sit there and pretend like they trying to be nice. I can't, Robin, gonna make me so upset. And no tears are coming out. I'm about to have an anxiety attack. First of all, you ass, nobody says I'm about to have an anxiety attack. Nobody. I'm about to have an anxiety attack. That's not how that shit works. You have an anxiety attack. This shit is overwhelming, and it just hits you. Yeah, I think I'm about to have an anxiety attack in 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's not how this shit works. What's going on? That's the, like, even Megan said, Michelle, Mary sat down and watched painful clips. Everybody sat down and watched clips. Hell, Christina had to sit there and watch a clip of Kody sitting there hooping and hollering on her fucking porch, talking about, I had to sacrifice to love you. Kiss my ass. I am so tired. That's another thing I'm tired of. I'm tired of Kody sitting there pretending that he suffered. Oh, I suffered so much. I sacrificed so much. I never loved these women. Oh, I had to lower my standards in order to bring them into the family. Well, fuck you and French toast too, asshole. Because at the end of the day, if you decided that this was something that you wanted to do, then you should have, you made a choice. You're a grown-ass man, Doc. You're a grown-ass man. So if you made this decision for yourself, you made the decision. Take responsibility and accountability for your culpability in your life. Nobody did this to you. You did it to yourself. So if you didn't want to be married to these women, you didn't like them, you didn't want to spend time with them, you thought they were all bullshit, you thought they wasn't hot, you thought they was nasty, you thought they was mean, you were felt incompatible, you shouldn't have married them. And if you did decide to marry them, even though you knew all this stuff for yourself, that they wasn't working, then it's your fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. I hate the fact that he sits there and pretends like, when we was young, Christine had came to me and she asked me, could she come into the family? I don't give a French fried fuck who asked who. How many times have you been sitting there talking to somebody who is talking about their relationship and you ask them, well, let me ask you this. Did she ask you out or did he ask her out? I mean, that's important to the stuff. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares who came up to who asked who wanted to date who thought who was attractive, who chat. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's gonna make me blow a damn gasket in the new year. Christy Ford with a $10 super chat. Happy New Year's, James. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's, Christy. I'm so happy to watch you each and every live and upload. P.S. Fuck Kody. That's right. Fuck him. You know what I mean? I don't feel bad for your dumb ass at all. Like, and maybe that makes me an asshole. I'm not even going to pretend like maybe that's not a possibility. Maybe I'm a jerk. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way. But as far as I'm concerned, and I'm too old to change. I'm too old to change my opinion. I think that it doesn't matter if a woman walks up to a man and say, hey, how you doing? Or a man walks up to a woman and say, hey, how you doing? It doesn't make a difference because you have a decision to make. When that person comes up to you and go, hey, how you doing? You could turn around and say, I'm fine, and no thank you. Beat it. You know what I mean? That's your choice. If you wanted to go out with her, and if you didn't want to date her, you did. Oh, babe, I was a little crazy. This isn't like you were out one Friday night with your buddies and you were down there doing Jaeger bombs and some Milwaukee's Beast or some Schlitz or some old English Colt 45 Crazy Horse or whatever the fuck. That's probably what Kody drank, Crazy Horse. Him and Robin, crazy ass. Both of them crazy as hell anyway. Be like, I'm just like the label. Your horses? No, I'm a horse's ass. Who's crazy? You know what I mean? So they probably sit around drinking Crazy Horse the whole time so that they can fit it in like their little mindsets or whatever. Dropping shooters in there. Or like Jack Queen's Vic vodka and shit. That cheap ass vodka and gut rot stuff. Probably drinking that. and then they make a bad night and they say, hey, I made a bad decision last night. Okay, fine. Maybe you were out of your mind. You went home with somebody you shouldn't have went home with. Okay, fine. Whatever the case may be. But you don't, oh, I was out of my mind. I married this whole person, stayed with them for 30 years, had 6 kids, and then one day I came to my senses and wanted to express that somehow it's their fault. Take some damn responsibility for yourself. For that, I say grow the hell up. Grow up. You're too old. This is like a little kid conversation. You're too fucking old to be sitting around talking about, oh yeah, when she came up to me and asked to be in the family. Oh, she asked to get in the family. When Kody got embarrassed with Janelle talking about how she was like, using him as a piece of meat, and Suki turned that shit around on him. His big retort was, oh, but she asked to come into the family. Does it matter? You took her into the family. Does it matter if she asked? You said yes. So the whole, I asked her, dummy. Then, of course, you had him sitting there talking about he ain't going to answer no questions. These TLC people, they trying to get into heaven, okay? Because I would have told Kody, you can kiss my entire ass. Okay, if you don't want to answer no questions, you can go. Door's right there. You can go. See you. Well, I mean, what do you mean? I just want to finish this. I just don't want to answer that question. No. You can go ahead. Thanks for coming out. Oh, okay. Well, and like 2 weeks later, you know what'll happen. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, he gonna call you up and talk about, yeah, I came down and I didn't receive my check. Oh yeah, there is no check coming. There's no check coming. You don't get to walk the fuck off work and expect to get paid. Nowhere in the world does that work. Thank you. I missed the new subscribe. I apologize. But nowhere else in the world does that work. Nowhere else could you not show up to work and then expect to have a paycheck on Friday. You don't go in on, you miss 3 weeks of work and you expect somebody to still send you a check. You're out your mind, bro. And that's how they need to start cutting it. I've been saying that for years with TLC. They started that shit with the 90-day fiance people, letting people jump up and walk off, talking about they're not going to answer questions, and everybody sit around and pretend like they don't understand what's going on, etc., etc. My jaw is like crazy looking. There we go. They sit around acting like they don't understand what's happening. Oh, people walking out, gotta kiss their ass so they come on back. Fuck you. If you don't want to come back, you don't get paid. How about that? I bet you bring your ass back. Kody, he needs this shit. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, he act like he don't need it. Like, you need this shit. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. These producers are nice. TLC producers are nice. Because, stop playing with me. Because you and I both know, Kody, your ass is broke as shit. And you already operating in a situation where you're already spiraling. When you see Kody sitting there acting as though he's angry and he's mad and he's so frustrated at the situation, let's be honest. He's not mad, angry, and frustrated because Christine and Janelle and Mary left and he's dealing with 3 divorces. He's mad because his paycheck has been reduced by 3, you know what I mean? He's only getting 2/5 of a check that he used to get. He's expected to do the same level of work for less money. That's why he's mad. That's why he doesn't want to answer any questions. He feels like he's being asked to do something. He got a huge ass pay cut. He got a huge fucking pay cut. Okay? They got a gigantic pay cut. And they're still expecting him to come up and show up to work every day. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was working somewhere and I was making, say, $100, and then all of a sudden I go from making $100 to making $40, and they say, I expect you to do the same level of work that you were doing when we were paying you $100, I might be thinking about quitting too. But here's the thing, though. This is why I say that TLC is screwing him. The producers are screwing him. And he's too fucking stupid to realize that he's getting screwed. When the producers take and they give you things that they know are going to annoy you, when the producers allow you to tell a story and him and Robin come out and tell some bold-faced bullshit lie, I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot of cussing. I'm cussing a lot. But they let you tell some bold-faced bull lie, right? And you know, with that big lie, and they let you tell it, and they film it, they air it, and then right behind you telling that lie, they show a clip of you doing or saying the exact opposite of the thing you just lied about. That's TLC screwing you because they're destroying your credibility. One, which is all you have on a reality show, because if I watch a reality show and I can't believe anything that's on a reality show that this person is saying, and you destroy that fantasy or that image that I have, that the storyline might be real or there might be something to it, then your show is useless. In addition to that, TLC is showing the world, and more importantly, other networks, how difficult Robin and Kody are to work with. Let me say that one more again. TLC is showing Bravo, TNT, or whoever does reality shows, Hallmark and all them, that these people are hard to work with. Which means that if they let them go, they're not going to have to worry about somebody coming behind them and saying, let's run the Robin and Kody show. They're already establishing that when they roll out the possibility of different shows and spinoffs like they did with Christine, when Christine and Janelle went to E! Network and they were asked by the host, well, what about life after polygamy? You think that might be a show? I want to see a show with Christine and Janelle, just the two of you. That's the show I want to see. And they started throwing out names that have been running through my comment section, and I'm sure you guys are on other sections and you say the same names. So they're using the titles and the stuff that you guys have to roll it out as an idea to see if there's any interest in it. That's them fishing to find out if there's interest in these particular things. And I haven't been on one platform yet on other pages or anywhere else where I've heard somebody say, you know what I really need in my life? The Kody and Robin show. That's what I need in my life. I need to see the Kody and Robin show. I need to see how the inner workings of that family comes together, see their true love now that they have the other women. I need to see them two just together in love and loving each other, them against the world. That's what I need to see. I've never heard anybody say that. You know why? Because even if they did come out with their own show and they were just going to talk about their life and the things that are going on between them, and if they never ever mention any of the other people from the other show, they're just not interested. They have nothing to they have nothing to bring to the table. They don't have a show. Big shout out to Ada Doom with the super chat, $1.99 super chat. Kody only loves himself. Robin is a prop for him. That's true. They're kind of props for each other. You know, because they're both in their own minds. They're the stars of their show, and the other person is. It's kind of like, you know, it's the craziest shit ever. Like if you talk to Kody, he's the star of the show, and Robin is the prop. But if you talk to Robin, she's the star of the show, and Cody's the prop. And the OG3 are backdrops. So it's the craziest thing ever. Dr. Carl in the house. Dr. Carl explains it all. $9.99 super chat. Audacity sales at an all-time high when Kody and Robin are out shopping with Janelle's money. Who you telling? Who you telling? Now Sabin's victims are gone, so she got time to manufacture premeditated anxiety attacks versus lies. That's so true. That's so damn true. She ain't got shit else to do except for sit up and come up with ways to be a victim. One of the craziest shits, thank you, Dr. Carl, I appreciate it. Happy New Year. One of the craziest shits Kody said tonight, where is that at? Kody at the end of the show, Kody had the clear audacity. Speaking of audacity, he had the audacity to say, and I quote, "There are no victims in this family." You ass clown, you've been making yourself a victim, you and Robin, the entire 4 episodes of this thing. For the 2 talkbacks and the 2 lookbacks, you have consistently made yourself a victim of of these other women. You guys have been pressured to not be together. You've been pressured to not show any love and affection in front of each other. You guys have been very careful about not expressing your love and telling anybody how you feel about yourself. And oh my goodness. Oh, here go Emma. She's here with the $9 super chat. Thank you so much. Say, get off your cross, Robin. We need the wood. Damn right. And I'm tired of seeing you up there because you ain't even nailing yourself down. You just kind of drape your arms around the damn thing. You know, at least get yourself down to it. Like, what are you doing? You just pretending. I'm suffering so much. It's incredible. I see my family together. I'm such a victim. And Kody, I got 3 wives. I'm so angry because I've got 3 divorces and I'm so mad now. But none of us are victims. The whole time when he was sitting up there talking about breaking up with Mary, he's sitting up there talking about how Mary's an asshole because she was catfishing. If he would have said catfishing one more time, I swear I'd have had to start drinking. Catfish. Mary. We was gonna be together, but Mary was catfishing, and Mary got catfished, and that's why she was acting the way she was. And so I couldn't really be with her because she got catfished, and the relationship didn't work out because we were catfished. And that's why we couldn't be together because she's just making an excuse because she got catfished. Why did she get catfished, Kody? That's the one question you never answer. Why did she get catfished? Why was she in a position where this dude started talking to her? Was your relationship going good? Was she telling you that she loved you and you were telling her that you love her? And then all of a sudden she decided she wanted to go get a little taste of strange. And that's when she started communicating with this person online? Or was she sitting in that house, that big ass house across the street, not even across the street, next door, watching your car drive in, pull into Robin's garage like y'all don't know that this bitch is home. Fucking Kody's ass is home. And like he's sneaking in or something into the driveway. Like, motherfucker, this ain't the goddamn Batcave, bro. You ain't pulling into the Batcave. You're pulling into a cul-de-sac. Everybody is watching you turn your car into Robin's garage, you asshole. Everybody's watching that. And you're sitting there trying to pretend like, oh yeah, I'm sneaking into Robin's house. Nobody knows what I'm doing. Everybody knows what you're doing. Especially half the time the kids are probably out front playing in the cul-de-sac in the little circle between the houses. Kids are out there playing around. Here you come pulling in, act like you don't see them. And like you just slipped your car past them and shit. Oh, they didn't notice me at all. I had the roof up. They don't know it's me. Dummy. So Mary had to sit there and watch that. Then, of course, she had to deal with it, and you leaving her in there by herself. So she's online looking for people to talk to. She say she looking for a friend. She looking for a special friend. She looking for somebody to rotate them tires for her. You know what I mean? Take it down. And then all of a sudden, what happens? What happens? Oh, I can't believe she would see somebody else. I don't know why she'll do that. She hurt my feelings so bad. You ass. I'm not saying trying to make excuses for somebody stepping out on their people. Cheating is wrong. You know what I mean? Cheating is wrong, period, full stop. But at the same time, don't make your people vulnerable. Don't leave them out there in the wind. Don't leave them fucking swinging and then expect them. I don't understand why you couldn't hold on longer. You made promises. What about our sacred commitment? Ass. Rochelle J. Kotex and Sabin, legends in their own minds. $2 super chat. Legends in their own minds. That's right. Ass clowns. Joe. It was great seeing Kody admit that he told them to get in line or leave. And oh my, they left. Idiot. That's right. YouTube is my time machine. I really want Mary to admit she was forced into that divorce. Tired of that. You know what? Let's talk about that shit for a minute. YouTube is my time machine. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. YouTube is my time machine. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation, YouTube. Kody said, matter of fact, let's listen to Jeff, because we're going to give a little justice to Jeff.
Kody and Robin, I think it's awesome that you guys found each other and just want to be together. I think you should own it and just say that.
Really? Really? I think you should just own it and say that. I think you should just admit that you guys are in love. That seems like a thing. All of us have all said that. We all know that Robin and Kody are in love. Kody even came out and said that he feel bad and he's angry at the fact that he could never show his true love and his feelings to Robin because he has to protect these other women's feelings because they so selfish that him and Robin couldn't express themselves and show their true love. So Jeff has been citing the exact same thing we've been saying this entire fucking time. Pardon my French. Passing for normal. Yo, be both. $2 super chat. Wishing Kody and Robin everything they deserve this year. There you go. May you come to the attention of authorities. It's a Chinese curse. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year. And that's the whole point. So Jeff gives he lays the groundwork, and there's a reason why I'm doing this. Jeff lays the groundwork, and he wants to, you guys should be able to have everything that you want. This is what you guys want. I want you to be happy and have the things you want. You should enjoy each other's company because you finally got what you said you always wanted. You got what you said you wanted. You say you want something, you asked for it, now you got it. Here's what Kody had to say. Jeff, you're an asshole because apparently you've been reading too many tabloids, Jeff. Or you've been watching the fucking show. Jeff, you've been watching the show. As crazy as that is, you've been keeping up with what Kody has said, what Robin has said, with how they've been acting, with how they've been treating other women, and how they've been treating the OG 13 kids. You've been watching all that for all these years, and you came up with you divinated from the things that you watched and the things that you've consumed on the show that these two want to be together and that they now should be happy as hell. This should be the happiest Kody has ever been. Now that he has the woman that he's always wanted, the woman that he's truly in love with, the woman he sat on the bed in Christine's room and cried for because he loved her so much. He should be happy as hell, but he's miserable. He's miserable. And he wants Jeff to know it. And he sits there and yells at Jeff about how he needs to stop paying attention to the tabloids. I tell you what, Kody, what we need to just stop doing is paying attention to the bullshit storylines that you guys have been putting forward. If we're going to run it, let's fucking run it. If we're going to talk about bullshit storyline number one, first season, when you guys supposedly ran out of Las Vegas or Utah to Las Vegas because you was getting chased down by the law. If you were getting chased down by the law for real, Utah was really trying to arrest you, you would have been arrested. Full stop. Full stop. If Utah wanted to put you in jail, you would have got locked up. Okay? You would have got locked up. Because Utah don't give a shit. If you commit a crime, the district attorney don't care that you ran out of the state. This ain't the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, I got to cross state lines. I'm safe. No, you're not. Especially if you're dumb enough to go somewhere where any cop who works in Utah, hey, which one of you guys want to go to Las Vegas, full expense paid, buy the department for you to go to Las Vegas and scoop up Kody Brown and his family. We're going to need probably, since it's, 4 adults and 18 kids, or I think at that time it was 16 kids. Yeah, we're probably going to need a whole gang of people to go. How many? 10 of y'all plus maybe one sergeant and maybe a corporal will go. And because they're going to Vegas, it'll probably be a damn lieutenant or volunteer. There may be 5 or 6 other cops. Help with the kids. They'll put the kids in the foster care, and then we bring your ass back to or drop them off over it, like arrest them, have them arrested, coordinate, and they'll come get your ass on probably a Thursday, maybe Friday. They'll come on Friday. They'll come Friday morning, pick you up. It'll be too late for you to get in front of a judge. They'll have to stay the weekend, and then Monday morning they'll go back to the courthouse to get the papers so that they can extradite you back to Utah. What cop isn't doing that? If they wanted your ass, you would be in jail. So that's the first lie. Lie number 2. We went to Las Vegas because we wanted to go somewhere where polygamy was accepted. So you went to Las Vegas? Isn't it weird that y'all didn't know anybody in Las damn Vegas? The only person who had people in Las Vegas was Robin. Funny how that worked out. I mean, I guess it just so happens. So that's bullshit lie number 2. We went to Vegas why not go to Wyoming where your dad is from? And he's living polygamy. Other people are living in polygamy. You have polygamous people living in Wyoming. In different states around there. You don't have to be in Utah. You could have went to Wyoming. Why wouldn't you go there? Oh, you went to... Oh, that's right, because you had the show pay for you to go to Las Vegas, so you came up with that bullshit storyline. Oh, damn. Because we don't want to play with these false narratives. Asshole. We don't play with these false narratives. Then when you start talking about Mary getting divorced. Divorce. How many people in the chat think that Mary got a divorce of her own volition? She decided for herself that she was going to get a divorce for the kids. If you believe Mary got a divorce for the kids, put a 1. If you think Kody and Robin sat down and had a conversation with Mary about getting a divorce so that they could, they might even told her that bullshit about the kids, maybe. I don't know. But if you think Kody and Robin pressured Mary into getting divorced, put a 2 in the chat. Let's run a little soft poll. If you think Mary did that shit to herself, put a 1. If you think Kody and Robin asked her to get a divorce, put a 2. Let's see what we got. And while that's crooking, oh shit, oh, lost my super chat. Let me go back to it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, none of them. Sorry, I missed 2 super chats. I apologize. Get that one. Oh, sarcasm for fun. How about when Kody says Christine is a shit sister wife? Janelle says, we all know that means rob him. Kody comes back with Kay saying that they were crappy to him. Scratch head. Is Kody a sister wife now? He's coming out as a she-her. Oh, look at all these damn 2s. 100%. 100%. That was all them trying to say that. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, I can get it. Get some shout outs on some of these things. Sorry I can't put it up on the screen, guys. I apologize. When I was talking, I missed it. Okay, what is going on here with the $2 super chat? Happy New Year, what is going on here? Love your channel. You're on a roll. I'm dying. Come back to us. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I couldn't put you on the screen. I was ramming, talking shit, and I tried to click in the thing. Al D in the house. $5 super chat. In 2 episodes, he didn't want the divorce, but he also did not. But he also did, but couldn't get one as a man. Right? Oh my God, you've been reading too many tabloids because you gotta be realistic about this. I didn't really want a divorce, but I wanted a divorce, but I couldn't get a divorce because if I did that, I would not be a man. No, you're not a man if you're dragging around the mother of your children and you won't be honest enough or adult enough to say, I don't want you. Okay, said one. Got some people in there, but one person put a 1 in there. Said it. Oh, Mary did it herself. The only reason I don't believe that, here's a little thing to make me think that it's I won't highlight you. That's a dick move. The only reason why I think, well, not the only reason. There's a few reasons why I think that this isn't going to work. Is because one, Mary was too tied in and too vested with being the original wife. She was already on a rocky situation. If Kody and Mary was in a better space and this was something that she could do in order to make bring the kids into the family, I might buy it. But because Mary was already shaky, Kody was hardly going over there spending time with Mary at the time he was asking her to get a divorce, and he was so deeply in love with Robin, as described by all the wives. The only people who don't think that Kody was over there showing her special attention was Kody and Robin. That's it. As far as the other people, the other adults who were involved in this relationship, they were all saying that Kody was all about Robin and he was focusing heavy on Robin. This is why Janelle was so concerned about Robin coming in, taking over as the legal wife, because she was afraid that she was going to get El Fuckto. If Kody died or something were to happen to him, then she would get screwed out of everything that she had and everything that she worked for. That's why she started getting nervous, and that's why she disagreed with it. 2, if you look at how they try to present it on the show, you've been reading too many tabloids. By Kody's reaction, if Mary, the woman that he's been having trouble with this entire time, their relationship is strained at this time. If she came in there and said, yeah, Kody, sitting here with Robin, I'm going to look you in the face and tell you, bro, I just went to talk to a divorce attorney today. Let me see how it go if you were sitting in your house with your husband and your wife, and they came in there and said, yeah, I just got out of the office or meet with my divorce attorney. And you stop there. You give a strong pause. Oh, there's going to be some cussing. What? What are you talking to a divorce attorney for? You know what I mean? If you ain't getting cussed out, you yelled at, whatever. It can get rough. So yeah, no, and he's like, oh, why? Why would you go see a divorce attorney, Mary? Especially as strong as he's supposed to feel about the word divorce. He was so offended. Oh, just so I'm sure, like, we're not going to really be divorced. So it's clear. Because I hate that word. But she saw a whole damn divorce attorney. And when she saw a divorce attorney, he would also understand that she could take, because they're married, she could take his ass to the cleaners. So yeah, he would have been flipping out. What do you mean a divorce attorney? He had to have known. There's no way, especially as we see Kody now, there's no way in the world this dude didn't know about it. And then how would she know that this is a conversation that, where Kody's trying to adopt the kids, and it just so happens that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you that divorce. I'm going to go ahead and divorce Kody because he's trying to adopt some kids. That would look like some cop-out shit. All right, Jamie Galat. Guess I got to take off. Should I take off? Yeah, it got played. Where's that, Nikki? Mary got played. Yeah, she got played. Because she was doing something nice. Because she was doing a thing. She said it. Actually, she said it during the during that last episode tonight. She said that when they were doing, all right, WG, I see you. You said tonight. Oh, let me get this real quick. Just scrapping Catherine Green, 745 watching, 360 likes. Please hit the likes for James. Yes, please hit the likes. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat, Catherine. I appreciate that. Rochelle J, $5 super chat, 2. Because yes, they talked her into it. Okay, here we go. 1, because she had 2 feet out the door with Sam. Remember, Mathetic was leaving with the fish and her banana. Yep. But see, the whole thing is that she put that, Robin knew she wanted to get married to get that divorce. Having Kody estranged, first step. Bringing somebody in to distract Mary and build Mary up and make Mary feel more confident, step number 2. Step number 2. So Mary feels more confident and comfortable in thinking that she can go ahead and do this. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and slide with that divorce. I'm talking to this really handsome guy, and Cody's not really paying attention to me. This is an opportunity for me to be able to give him the divorce, and I can slide out, and it's no fuss, no muss. He's got the person he in love with. I have the man I'm in love with, and we could both be happy, and maybe one day we could be friends. Tahi. Oh, just grab it. 99 cent super chat, but she left a banana. You're not putting no bananas on the tailpipe. That's Beverly Hills Cop for those not aware. But the banana, for the uninitiated, there was a picture. And if you go online and you type in Mary Brown banana, that is a picture that Mary Brown reportedly sent to the catfisher. Now, I don't know what she's trying to say, y'all, with the banana partly in her mouth. What she's trying to imply. But, let's just say, I saw that shit. I can't look at banana. I got 2 packs of bananas downstairs. I can't eat a banana. I gotta mix them up in my shakes. Thanks, Mary. But yeah, I think screwed her. She screwed her. Do I think she went there by herself? No, I think that she was coerced to go, and I think she was talked into go, and I think that they presented to her. I agree with Rochelle J's point that Robin had initiated and rolled out a whole dude to sweeten the pot so that way Mary wouldn't feel as bad. I think part of the reason why Mary was crying was because not only was she leaving the marriage, but she was also, feeling like she was betraying him. But it is what it is. Yes, I'm going to be here at noon. That's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. I will be here, later today. I will be here at noon. Rocking and rolling, and we're gonna get into the full run of the whole show. I might actually have some time to get some clips together. Ooh, people put that. You know exactly what that was, James. Sarcasm for fun. You got me. I didn't want to know. I just felt uncomfortable. And I get it why Mary is so upset about the catfish and when she wants to try to deny it so much. Because she got, she got banged up pretty good. Because, yeah, where's that at? Thanks, Mary. This isn't just James being dramatic. It's pretty bad. But, when you get caught up like that, you be sending all, pictures, just like, oh, and all of a sudden you find out that it ain't who you thought it was, and You trying to deny that it was you, but you can't help it. It is what it is. Carmel Quitties. I hope I'm pronouncing. Oh, Carmel QT. Thank you so much. Mary was way too emotional signing those divorce papers. Robin and Kody are horrible actors as they didn't even seem shocked. You're right. Mary was banged up. Like that shit hurt Mary's feelings. Like, cause she knew, I think Mary at that point, when she was signing those divorce papers, whether she was talking to somebody or not, she knew that this was the end of her marriage. So when she was signing those divorce papers, her marriage was blowing up. Like, it was over. Like, it wasn't just a paper shuffle, as Kody said. That was all bullshit. It was the end of your marriage. Because the one thing I did notice that after Kody got married, he wasn't talking about, oh, well, why don't we just go ahead and get a divorce so that way I'm not married to anybody and it is what it is. We all just free-ranged adults and we can choose to be a part of this. One of the other things that bothered me with some of the stuff that they were talking about was when Kody had said, as adults, they decided to join into this covenant and come together and do this thing. And if they agreed to do this covenant, that they shouldn't be allowed to back out. No. And to me, that doesn't make it special. That doesn't make it more special. Thank you, Stacy One, with the $5 super chat. No message, just the love. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Happy New Year. It doesn't make it more special. If you get married to somebody, or if you're in a relationship, any relationship, and you start that relationship and for some reason you now can't leave, then me staying isn't a gift. It is nothing special about that. What makes it more special is the fact that you can leave. Every day you wake up and you could decide today is your last day. But what makes relationships special, at least what makes a relationship special to me, is I don't want nobody to be around me who don't want to be around me. So if you don't want to be around me, I don't want you around me. And I want people to choose to be around me and choose to spend time with me. And if you don't want to spend time with me, that's fine. I get it. I'm not for everybody. I ain't everybody flavor. I understand. But at the same time, I don't want a situation where, you feel trapped or you feel like you have to stay. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Don't do me those kind of favors. And if Kody can't handle that, then that's shame on him. And that's kind of where that is. But yeah, they did Mary dirty. They did Mary dirty. And to be honest with you, I think that I'm not excusing some of the previous behavior that I'm sure she had, like early on in the relationship, where Kody said something that to me that was very revealing, and it explains a lot about the trauma that Mary suffered within this marriage. I stated a long time ago that I don't think that Mary ever wanted to be a polygamist. Like, she didn't set out to be a polygamist. She was in love with Kody. She wanted Kody to be her husband. And she understood that as part of her religion, that there was a possibility, and part of her culture, that there was a possibility that she could be involved in a polygamous relationship. But I don't think that that was something that she was dying to do. What Kody said, Kody admitted to adding wives to the marriage, getting additional wives to his marriage so that he could dilute his relationship with Mary. That's what he said tonight. And I believe that. He wanted to spend more time with other people so that he could take less attention and less time away from Mary. Mary was already done by the time he had married Janelle. And it was just a matter of time. And then, like I said, because of their situations, do I think that if everything is fair and equal, if Kody could have ever put himself in a financial situation to where he didn't need Mary anymore, would he have stayed with Mary? Probably not. So was it all Robin's fault? No, it's not all Robin's fault. I think Robin was a major catalyst to the situation. I think that who bears responsibility? Kody 100% bears responsibility for the dissolution of his family. Robin contributed to it. She was a party to it, but it was all Kody. Why was it all Kody? Because Robin, in and of herself, couldn't come in and make any decisions alone. She couldn't force Kody to do something that Kody didn't want to do. The only way Robin could come in there and have any power is the power that Kody lent her and the power that Kody gave her and sacrificed and yielded to her, surrendered to her. Other than that, that's the Kody show. That's Kody's fault. You know? It is what it is. And it's ridiculous to me to listen to these assholes, Kody and Robin, sitting there talking about, I'm just trying to figure a way to put my family back. Christine, I keep saying this, Christine is whole ass married. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm cussing a lot for this. I'm cussing a lot. I should have took a nap earlier, baby. But Christine is whole ass married. Okay? It's done. It's over. You know what I mean? I feel like we could save it. It is done. This marriage is dead as fried chicken, dude. You're not bringing it back. Okay? It is over. Just scrap it with the $9.99 super chat. Are you okay that we have a Facebook group for you where we share sis wife info, funny stuff, and tell each other where you're going live, because we aren't all getting thumbnails or notifications. Reality Squad has one and it's fun. I'm okay with it. I had one up. It's under MyTakeOnReality. But if you guys want to start another one, I'm not going to fight nobody about that. I will not be offended. I will not be offended. Just don't do nothing crazy. But thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm not, because I had started one. I can put it on my, I'll put it on my page. And, we'll get it rolling. Because I am going to do, I think it was, just scrapping, or maybe it was sarcasm, had, suggested I do a Discord as well. I think I'm going to also start a Discord. If you guys are on Discord, I think I'm going to run a Discord this year. I also want to do, try to get some stuff going where we can actually have some more interaction fun. Okay, sarcasm. That's cool. That works for me. Run that fan page. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to get too much of this stuff I'm going to cover later. But yeah, that production stuff. Oh yeah, let me finish up with Justice for Jeff. So we'd already talked about him being upset about, Jeff, you keep looking at these things on your tabloids. Bro, ain't nobody covering you assholes on tabloids. You forgot. You fucked up and thought you were still famous. Okay? You're like one hit wonder. 10 years later, still trying to walk around and sing the songs they famous for. Whoop, there it is. You recognize that hit? No. My granddaddy used to listen to that song. You know what I mean? Dumbass Kody. The tabloids. You're listening to the tabloids and the news programs that are talking about me, and nobody's talking. You go through the checkout at the supermarket, Christine and Janelle on the cover of the magazines. You're not on the cover of the magazines. Okay? So you take that little thought out of your little braid or whatever. I think that perm is burning your brains up. You know, but take a look at this. I'm not nice. Robin is like, when plans fall apart. See, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this picture. Look at Robin's face. Kody's looking for the approval. And Robin's like, this dumb motherfucker. Robin, she got this stupid ass. Oh, this dumb ass mother. We are going to get ripped to pieces. That's the face she got. Look at her face. We going to get ripped to pieces. Oh, I guess it'd be this way. You look at her face. We going to get ripped to pieces. Look at her face. And Kody is looking for approval. He's so happy with himself. You know why he's doing that? You know why he's doing that? Because he's sitting there, he's so used to the idea of feeling sorry for himself and sitting there talking shit that he got activated by the shit that he was talking, and he was sitting there with the person that he normally talks shit to, and he was repeating a lot of this stuff and the shit. Girl, you know, because they be reading them tabloids, and that whole little speech he did, that's a speech he normally do. And he was excited about it. He was excited about it. So he wanted to, let me say my little line that gets Robin shinning and grinning. I'm going to make it sound so smart right now. And Robin is sitting there thinking to herself, they are going to tear our asses to pieces. We are going to get torn to pieces. And I'm going to do a video and I'm going to make your dreams come true, Robin. Yes, I am. It can happen to you. YouTube is my time machine with the $5 super chat. James, will you be covering the wedding special? Why are Kody and Robin even in it? Yes, I will be covering the wedding special. Hell yeah, I'm going to cover that wedding special. I'm excited to see it. I want to see these people who are teetotaling, non-cussing. I'm too good. I'm so prim and proper. I'm going to watch Christine get on the boat. You know what I mean? Going on a booze cruise, tossing back bears, slamming them, slamming back tall boys, chugging them. And then she going to get on somebody and start twerking. I saw that too. She going to be twerking. Might even have a stripper. And why are they having Robin on and Kody on there? Because they ain't good for shit else. That's why they got them on there. This is the pity party time. Because they supposed to get on there and say something constructive. Do you have any words to say to Robin and Kody? Kody and Robin, do you guys have anything to say to Christine now that she's moving on and getting married? Yeah, let me tell a shit story about Christine and how she was a shitty sister wife. And then Robin have to try to shut him up. Because that's all Robin's job is basically now, is to shut Kody up. And again, this is why I was saying that when they were doing the talk back, they were sitting on the couch, and the entire time, everybody thought that Robin was so upset with Kody, and she's so mad and miserable with Kody. What she's mad and miserable about is that she can't stop him from saying the shit that runs through his little nappy-headed ass mind. She can't shut this fool up. That's what she's mad about. She can't control what he's about to say. So he comes out and he says whatever runs through his head. And 9 times out of 10, she feeds that negative energy because that's a way that she can manipulate him by controlling him by keeping him down, keeping him angry, keeping him depressed. She's able to control his thinking. So she gets him feeling bad and she has him rely on her for her opinion because she's the only one who knows him, because she's the only one who understands him. And when he says things, she makes it sound as though when you say things, people won't understand you. So when he sits there and he's saying stuff and you look at this picture, hold on real quick. Let's just pop this picture real quick. You look at that picture and he's looking to her for approval. That's what the look of approval is. He's looking to her to agree with him. Right? So yeah. when she comes onto the thing and she's trying to explain why why Christine get married is okay and how they feel about it. He wants to go back into the I'm so depressed, I'm so sad, she left me and she's going to blame me for everything and go into the why everybody should feel sorry for him shit. Robin understands because even though Robin is probably a narcissist and she demonstrates narcissistic tendencies, and she's certainly, if she's not a narcissist, she's just a selfish ass. And she understands she's socially awkward and she's selfish as hell. she understands that if he says something super negative on this day, it's going to reflect bad on him and her. So she tries to stop him. Unplugging the player. YouTube is my time machine. $5 super chat. James, will you be covering a wedding special? Yes, I will. Oh, I just read that. Ooh. This is the one I was going for. Mayor of Pooville. Stacy won. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Mayor of Pooville. Kody, Mr. and Mrs. Mayor of Pooville. We're going to be down by the pond. The poo-poo pond? Coyote poo pond? Where you guys have the... had them rabbit-ass, sick-ass animals pooping in that little dirty-ass water, and you put your kids in it, and not insurance between none of them? Shit parents. You know what I mean? Just scrapping. Catherine Green, $1.99 super chat. Do you think Mary will ever get honest about the catfish? Nope. I wish she would. Somebody did. Thank you, Just Scrapping. I appreciate that. $1.99 super chat. Somebody did say to me at one point that Mary will never admit it because she's embarrassed, and according to their religion, she technically didn't cheat. There's a lot of stuff in their religion that they technically don't do. Mary's ass was cheating. Kody is also in their religion. And even though Kody said, I don't think she broke our covenant because physically she didn't cheat, so therefore we could reconcile, Kody considers that cheating. So it doesn't, it really, even from the regard of like couples and marriage and all that other stuff, it doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what the other person who's in the relationship thinks. And according to Kody, she was cheating. So she was cheating. She just needs to own it. And once she owns it, you know what? Yeah, fine. I was seeing somebody else. But here's why I was seeing somebody else. That gives it so much more depth. The fact that she's dishonest about it, and thank you so much for bringing this up, Just Scrapping Catherine. The fact that she's so dishonest about it, and the fact that she denies it, this is what makes it harder when she tells the truth that the reason why she was doing it was because Kody wasn't paying attention to her, because she was isolated, desolate, and she was abandoned. That's what made her vulnerable to see the catfisher. But because she doesn't acknowledge the first part, that she was actually doing it, now all of a sudden when you come up with the reasons as to why you would do it and why you were vulnerable, if this is just a friend, you know what I mean? Like if I believe, and again, thank you for bringing this up because it's such a good point. If I believe the story that you were trying to tell, you know, I don't listen to the tabloids like Kody was saying. I listen to strictly what the story is that you're trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me that you were looking for a friend. This is what Mary said. I was looking for a friend online. I connected with this person. They presented as a man. This guy was my good friend. It was nothing romantic about it. He was my friend. We became very close friends online. I later found out that my friend was not the person that I thought they were. Would I be sitting there heartbroken and angry the way Mary is angry? No. That shit doesn't make any freaking sense at all. It doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, you fooled me because you were my friend. I thought you were a cool dude. Turns out you were a female. I'm kind of pissed off. Why would you lie to me? Like if I was talking to some female online and that person is my friend, and then they come out and say, I'm really a dude, and I didn't know how to tell you. I'm not insulted that, you know, you're a dude. If anything, I'm insulted that you would lie to me and think that you would have to pretend to be a female in order to be my friend. That would be more offensive to me than anything else. And if anything, it would also be more easier, especially because of their culture, since they always like to throw the religion thing and the cultural thing, it would be easier for her to justify being close friends with a female than it would be for her to justify being friends with another man. in their culture. So I mean, that whole thing, it doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Pardon me. So, like, when it comes down to it, just scrapping, I'm not holding my breath for her to admit it. I wish she would, though. I really wish she would. So that way he could stop hitting her with that shit. Because I'm so tired of Kody bringing that up. Like, that's the reason why their relationship fell apart. Your relationship didn't fall apart because Mary had a catfish. If your relationship fell apart with Mary because you had a catfish, why'd your relationship fall apart with Christine? She ain't get catfished. Why'd your relationship fall apart with Janelle? She ain't get catfished. You know what I mean? These women said that it was because you weren't spending time with them, quality time with them. Janelle, she had an excellent point when she said that unplugging the player. $20 super chat. You get my swear jar tonight. I say they all lost their damn minds, but it don't look like they had. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me see. They had damn minds, but it don't look like they had right minds from the get go. Who you telling? Thank you so much. Unplugging the player. I'm telling you, I might have to start a swear jar. I might be able to put kids through college before this shit is over. Oh, Lizzie P, what's up? Happy New Year. Lizzie P, hey James, Happy New Year with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you can make it. Lizzie P in the house. Oh, how come you don't have a little wrench? Or maybe I missed it. Let me just check something real quick. I'm sorry. Where is that? Lizzie. Hold on. Let me just check something. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Lizzie B. I had to hit you up real quick. Tonight you said it was in the first year of marrying her, right? Oh, that he wanted to hook up the get it somebody else. Yeah. He said almost immediately he started looking around for another wife. And then there was what was it, the Plunk Junk crew? Oh, they got the inside scoop. Apparently, they related to Kody's ass too, like distant cousins. They said that Kody used to get his. They told a story that Kody met Janelle through Mary, but apparently Kody had met Janelle because he used to get his check cashed at the check cashing place where Janelle used to work. That's how he met Janelle, and he asked her to go to lunch. And he has already started talking to her about marriage before he went back and talked to Mary about bringing her into the family. So Kody was always off the reservation. Peanut, tonight, he said it was within the first year of marrying her, right? Yep, that's what I was saying. Just want to make sure I got the right one. Sarcasm for fun. You say he's just got a friend, oh baby, you. He ain't got what I need. That's right. I ain't wrong team yet. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh baby, you. What I need. Say he's just a friend. That's what I'm saying. You know, the friends like that, boy, get you tossed up. You know, but yeah, Carolyn R. Yeah, I thought Kody met. That's what I thought too. Because he tried to pretend like I thought they knew each other through because they were brother and sister-in-law, but apparently they knew each other before that. I think that Janelle and Kody knew each other before, and I guess you know, tells what it tells. But I don't know. I don't know. You got to be careful with some of the stories because it's very possible that maybe he ran into her. Like maybe they have like a delayed story. Because Carolyn, I think your timeline sounds more accurate to me. Because she didn't know anything about polygamy up until the time that she knew Robin and Kody and Mary. But that one makes sense either because she said, well, I didn't know anything about polygamy until I knew Kody and Mary. But at the same time, if you were married to Mary's brother, her sister was also a polygamist. So I don't know. And that would have been Janelle's sister-in-law. So I don't know. Like there's so many stories that they tell that I can't keep track of what's true or not true. Yeah, going great, mom. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they were married to. She was married to Mary's brother. Then, because all things could be true. Could have been married to Mary's brother. Got a divorced. She was working at the check cashing place, where Kody was getting his check cashed. He went in there and started talking to her. You know, so asked her out to lunch. The two of them sitting there having a conversation. He feeling that vibe. You know how that go when you adults, when you grown ass folks. You sitting there getting that vibe off of her, and you having a conversation, and all of a sudden it's like, look, you know, I'm kind of attracted to you. You kind of attracted to me. You know, blah 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 blah. You got a place. You looking for somebody to rent rooms to. I'm willing to rent a room. Me and my wife. They go over there, hang out. Next thing you know, we all kind of get along while we get married. It'd be great. Blah blah blah. So all things could be true. Just grabbing Catherine Green, .99 super chat. Is Kody implying Mary was abusive to him physically? He never came out and said that. He just said that she's not safe. And the way they use safe is kind of weird. You know, that's just weird. So it's I don't know. I would hate to think that Mary was in there tuning him up. Because even though I'm not a big Kody fan, you know, I don't like the idea of like the physical part of it on any part of it. You know, because if she get to hitting on him, that becomes the culture of violence within the family, and then next thing you know, that green lights him hitting on her, and then it passes throughout the rest of the family. Because if he's beating on one, he's going to be beating on the other ones too. You know, because that's just the way he conducts relationship at that point. Bronze Empress. Kody was way too young to be taking on additional wives. 22 with Mary and 25 with Janelle. No, too young and stupid. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm old. I'm significantly older than 22. And I'm too damn young to be trying to take on a whole bunch of wives. Shit. I mean, it's bad enough I got the salt and pepper on my beard. I ain't trying to have that shit on my hair. My eyebrows be white as fuck. I be looking around. You know what I mean? You be crazy as hell. You just the whole time looking scared. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you, mister? I got 3 wives. You know what I mean? I don't drive nowhere. I walk everywhere because I'll be so teed up, getting yelled at in the car. Just scrapping. Catherine Green, $4.99 super chat. Tonight he said she was unbearable, which is why he got Janelle. That's exactly right. That's why he said he was. You know, he's coming up with a whole bunch of excuses why the relationship wasn't working, how it wasn't working, and how he should have never stayed together. But again, to me, that's just straight cowardice. Sha. James, did you notice Robin tried saying she referred to her meltdown as a panic attack? Yeah. Kind of like her daughter's anxiety attack. That's what I was saying, Sha. When push them down to shove, when people have anxiety attacks, or panic attacks, they don't just say, "Oh, I think I'm about to have a panic attack." Excuse me. I think my anxiety is a little high. Pardon me. Like, you just have that shit. Like, it's an attack. You know what I mean? It's not called an invitation. I'm having a panic invitation. Pardon me. I'm going to the lavatory. Rochelle J with the $5 super chat. Facebook group 333-25-9. This is My Take on Reality Facebook link. I'll link the fan page tomorrow. Hit the like. All right. You guys are growing. Awesome. Get it up for a little bit. MJC 427. Robin said she felt her kids wouldn't be safe around Janelle's kids. Yeah, that's all bullshit. I don't buy that. I'll say this. Looking at the dynamics of the family, something did occur to me. That in the Brown family, not even to be mean, I'm not trying to be bullish or whatever, but we have to acknowledge the idea that you have, like, especially in like the high school range kids, you had a myriad of children, myriad of personalities in the Brown family. Like, these folks clearly are not a monolith, especially even amongst their children. And what do I mean by that? I mean that these kids are not the same. You had jocks, like straight up jock kids, like kids who are probably like the big kids on campus. Like Janelle's kids were probably like the big cool kids on campus. And some of the other kids probably weren't. And Robin, the way she's raising her kids, probably weren't like as rough and rugged as some of the other kids, especially in their upbringing. So they were a little softer in a lot of the ways that they would go about things. They're a little more tender. And when I say that, I'm not being mean. I'm just simply saying that, like, Janelle's kids, especially, like Hunter and Logan and all them, they talk to each other rough, especially the older kids who were forced into parenting positions where they were watching these younger kids and taking care of these younger kids. They might have talked a little more harshly, a little more rough, a little more aggressively to the other kids. And Robin wasn't accepting it, and she wasn't ready to handle that because these kids are talking to her kid fat, cussing at them and, "Come on, you dummy, come on, jackass," and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, "No, you have to call him an angel and you have to treat him a certain way," and all that. And so she might have protected him and blocked him. So I think that is, when she says that her kids aren't safe, it's not that they weren't safe. It's just that they had to find their place in the family. They had to find their place amongst their siblings and learn how to deal with them so that they can have relationships with them. And if anything, you teach them how to stand up and stick up for themselves amongst these other kids. Again, this is a tool. And why do I say this is a tool? This is a tool or a point where you can help to educate your kids so that they can learn to deal with bullies. They can learn to deal with people that they don't get along with, people that they should have a certain relationship with. They can learn to set boundaries, and that'll serve them in life. Because even if you work a regular job, you're going to have, if you don't know how to set boundaries for yourself, your boss will come in and bully you into dumb shit. "Hey, I need you to come in on your day off." You know what I mean? I heard there was a video I've seen years ago. It was a YouTube video. And there was this young lady who had requested time off. She was going to go on vacation. And this other woman who works at her job, she was a younger lady, and an older woman who works at her job was taking vacation left and right. And she had not taken a vacation, and she waited till the last minute, and she was like, "Look, I want to take the week that this young girl had taken off. I want to take that week off because I want to do something with my family. I bought some tickets to go to Disney World or something, and I need you to give me your week." And the young lady was like, "No, I'm not giving my week up." And she said, "But you have to because I paid the money." And the girl's like, no, I'm not giving my week up. Normally I work. Normally I give in to you. But this time I'm going home to see my parents. I'm going home to see my family. I put in for the time. I was approved for the time. I have the time. I'm taking the time. She went to the boss and she started complaining. The boss came to her and asked her to put her week back in so that this woman could take her kids on vacation. And she had just got back from vacation like 2-3 weeks ago. And it turned into a whole thing. Now, if you don't know how to stick up for yourself, you'll put the time back in. Your ass will come in and work for this woman, and you'll get nothing for it. You won't get a raise. You won't get a promotion. You won't get recognition from your boss. You won't get attaboy. You won't get, you're such a good teammate. You get screwed over. So you have to learn to be able to say no and learn to deal with bullies. You have to learn to deal with people you disagree with. You have to be able to learn to work with people you don't like. That's another thing. I've never worked a job. I had a project with somebody, and they say, do you get along with this person? And if I don't get along with them, the boss say, oh, it's okay. You don't have to worry about turning that project in. I mean, you guys don't like each other? They don't give a shit. I said I need this project done on Monday. I come by on Monday. I come by to get a status update on Friday, and you talk about, well, we haven't met yet because I don't like them. The boss don't care. That's not even a thing. So that's all I think. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, please. Hit that like. Hit that like. Smash the like. If TLC retains Kody and Robin this year, they have to agree to be on the couch with everyone. Passing for normal. I don't think so. Because here's the crazy part. They've reached a point where Janelle has no interest in talking to Kody. She certainly has no interest in filming with Robin. Christine has no purpose or interest in filming with either one of them. And because they're in the situation they're in, they've driven everybody out, including Mary. There's no story that Robin and Kody can really tell other than maybe going to events here and there where the whole family would be invited. But there's no reason why any of them would actually be there. Lunar Buddy, what's up? Bunny. Lunar Bunny. Not Buddy. Hooked on Phonics work for me. But yeah, Carmel QT said, sarcasm, Happy New Year. Make this an awesome, great new year. That's right. Exactly. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. Think it's cold peanut butter. Janelle said she is fine if she never talks to Kody ever again. And I believe her. I believe her because she's tired of that shit. Because she's tired of her. And I think she's tired of playing the game. She's tired of all the crying. She's tired of everybody sitting around trying to pretend like they should be feeling bad for Robin. And if Robin is hurt in any kind of way, Kody got to jump up and try to defend her and punch everybody in the mouth and hoop and holler at everybody. He's sitting there when he was yelling at Christine. That's why he was yelling at Christine. Because Robin was sitting there fake ass crying because Christine said, look, I don't want to be anybody's friends right now. I'm breaking away from this relationship. If I didn't call you in the last 2 weeks, I'm not going to call you in the next 2 weeks. That's basically what Christine said. If we haven't been talking before, then I don't really want to be in a situation where I feel like we're compelled to try to talk now. Because the only thing that Robin was going to do from that point forward was try to coerce and convince Christine to come back and give Kody another try. That's all the fuck she was going to do. And that in itself is a reason why Christine was absolutely right in saying that, no, I don't want to have a communication with you right now. You know what I mean? Oh, Francesca Gella. I put it up as for rewatch. It is there. It's I had to take the one down because Kremlins was kicking my ass. You know, Kremlins was kicking my ass on that last live. It was ugly. Like I was trying to go live for the first 2 minutes. I was up, I was down, and all of a sudden my whole YouTube shit just blacked out and paused and froze my whole screen. They're like froze my whole system. Kremlins is real. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was bullshit. I thought it was just something cute to say. But they turning me into a believer very quickly. Nikki C in the house. Happy New Year, Nikki. Yes, James. Yes. $4.99 super chat. Have a great New Year, Nikki. Yeah, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's another thing that kind of is pissed me off too. Like, listen to Kody, because it's long in the tooth, and at this point, I'm tired of listening to Kody complain about how he never got along with this one, never got along with that one, how Janelle's not loyal and she's not faithful. Janelle is loyal, and Janelle is absolutely, and this is the part that burned me up. Janelle is 100% loyal. You know how I know Janelle is loyal? Because ultimately what Kody was asking Janelle to do was choose between him, or more to the point, Janelle wasn't even asked to choose between Kody, her husband, and her kids. Janelle was asked to choose between her kids and Robin. I'll say it one more time. Say it one more again. Janelle was asked by Kody to choose between her kids and Robin. Because you know, me and Robin gonna be like this. So if you choose me, you're essentially choosing Robin. Your kids have a problem with Robin. So if you want to be with me, you have to abandon your children, turn your back on your kids, and you have to support Robin. That's the only way that Kody would have been able to, for her to show her loyalty to Kody, that's what she would have had to do. And to me, that was completely unacceptable. And she was 100% right to ditch his ass. She was 100% right to, tell Kody to fuck off. She was 100% right. Because at the end of the day, that's what he was asking her to do. So she showed her loyalty to herself. Because, like she said, I would question the type of woman she is. If she would have been able to look her kids in the face and say, yeah, your dad wants me to come over there and hang out with him and his wife and his kids and his family. And so, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to let y'all go. I would be looking at, if Janelle would have did that shit, I would be looking at Janelle sideways. And I'd have a whole bunch of shit to say about Janelle. I might have made like 12 videos alone off of Janelle's ass if she would have did that. Like she's not the low caliber of woman to make that decision the way Kody wanted her to do. And I'm glad she's not. And it is also very indicative of me that that's why she has the kids that she has. Because Janelle's a strong woman and she passed that strength on to her children. Because, if you listen to her kids are very intelligent. They make some very good points. Very salient points. Kids are, she has some good kids. And it'd be a damn shame for, like, especially Garrison. Like, Garrison was basically Kody. Kody was mad at Garrison, I think, especially because Garrison went out and bought himself a damn house. Because this whole thing of, Garrison needs to get the hell out of the house and, he's 18 now. He needs to be out there on the street. Garrison was trying to buy a house and Kody was trying to sabotage his son from being able to buy a house. Why? Because Kody, at 50 some odd years old, has never owned a piece of property by himself. And he refused to be in a situation where his sons outdid him. So he wanted to sabotage his son. And even when his sons wanted to have, we could have Christmas over here. He bought a house. He wanted to have Christmas at his house. We're not having Christmas at your house. I have my own house. We're going to have Christmas in my house. Why wouldn't you want to go celebrate Christmas or a holiday? You can't toss a holiday off to your son so you can go see his house? That's a big damn deal. Especially if he's buying a house in his early 20s. That's a big deal. By himself? That's a big deal. You should be proud of him. And you know what I mean? Let me come over your house. Let me come over. You know what I mean? At least go over there and take a look around. Let me come over there and see your house, son. Okay, yeah, this is nice. I don't give a shit if it was a burnt out hole with 3 rats living in the living room. Sitting there, you know, walking the front door, rats sitting there playing cards and shit. They're playing like Texas Hold'em or some shit. You know what I mean? With fucking stacks of cheese pushing it, I'm going all in. Like, you go in there and be like, son, this place is awesome. I mean, make him feel proud of himself. Like, you won't even give him that because he's an asshole. But that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to make Janelle choose between, you know, his kid, her kids, and his kids. And that's even more crazy. I'm not even going to say I could see it or I would understand it. It would still be ridiculous. But it would make more sense, still ridiculous, make more sense if they were like his stepkids. He's like, you know, Tom's kids, fuck them, they could get out of the house. You know, that would make way more sense to me. If it was somebody else's kids, you got to choose between, you know, your old husband's kids and being with the family, being with your current family. Still an asshole move, but it would make more sense than you have to tell our kids to fuck off so that you can come hang out with me and my wife. And that's not even a polygamy thing. It's just so silly. Lee, with the $1.99 super chat. Did you say Janelle paid off Kody Pass? Why by herself? Because Janelle's the only one with money. They're icing Mary out of Kody Pass. They're icing her out. And that's why, the one thing I agree with Mary, she said that when Kody had made the assertion that Mary doesn't contribute to the family. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I don't know if I thank you for that. Thank you. But she had said, Kody had said that Mary doesn't contribute to the family. And what Mary said was, I do contribute to the family, but I like to get something in return. Like, I like to, you know, be a part of something or get something in return. I'm not just going to keep sitting here stroking out checks just so you can live a lifestyle and call myself part of the family because I'm writing checks to you. And I agree with that. I think she's 100% right. You know, and because he gets out there and they have the breakup conversation and he tells Mary, you know, I'm going to take 2 of the 2-acre lots. So I get 4, Robin's going to get 4, and Janelle's going to get 4. And when we do that, I'm going to walk away with all this land because this is all the land we have to pass down to our kids, plus the 5 or 6 acres, 7 acres that they have over there at the McMansion. You forget about that. Them acres too. But this is all the acreage we have, and Mary only gets 2. So no, I'll be like, I paid enough. If anything, she should get more just because she helped to buy the McMansion. But Janelle paid it off because they were in a position where had they not paid off Kody Pass this year, they would have lost everything. They would have lost all of it because it was a private loan that they had taken out with the previous owner of Kody Pass. And had they not paid it off in time, they would have forfeited everything that they put into it. And he would have just took the land and sold it to somebody, kept the money and sold it to somebody else. So she had to pay off on it or she would have lost her money. And all her money is wrapped up. That's what she's saying. Like, all my money is wrapped up with the family. It's ridiculous. Angela, what's going on? Happy New Year. West Side. Shit, the West Side. West Side peeps. Lee Stanger. Yeah. Because they living in a fantasy world. They playing with us. Stop playing on my phone. That's what I feel like saying. Hey, that's old school shit. Stop playing on my phone. These straight. Why do they discuss sharing Kody Pass but never mention a share of the house? Yeah, exactly. Because you think I would have brought that shit up? Especially Kody sitting up there talking about he can't count. Well, yeah, because those lots are 4s. And these are 2s. Yeah, 2 plus 2 is 4, asshole. You get 4. Robin get 4. Janelle get 4. Why I get 2? Oh, because I got 18 kids. Yeah, with 18 kids, you don't deal with Christine. So if anything, why don't we just get that lot to Christine and her kids? If we're going to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, please. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and give me the HBO special. Help a brother out. Why'd you not pay on Kody Pass? Yeah. Yeah, Kendra Clark. Janelle needs to get her lawyers to get her money from Kody. I keep saying that too. But I feel like they're heading down the line where it's going to be too damn late. Because if they don't, like that, I don't know if the statute of limitations pass, but Nikki, see if I have you a French toasted. Yeah, with the statute of limitations, they just got to get on it. They got to get on it. Because if she loses that money, she loses out. I will feel so bad for her. Because she put so much into that family financially. It would be absurd that she walks away with nothing. Like, and Robin's sitting there talking about, we all worked together and we all just kind of shared and stuff. It was so amazing. And we all deserve equal parts of it. How come the fuck you get, your equal part is like 7 acres of land plus a big ass house? You get 8 acres of land on the development property. And you know what I mean? And I'm walking around with nothing. And that's, we all work together. We're not working together. I'm the one that paid for your house. That's why I was saying if I was Janelle, I'm the one that bought your house. So, shit. So either have my check, I'm going to come over there on Friday, have my check on Friday, or make sure I got a room set up. You know what I mean? And I will be sleeping in the master when I say room. So understand that shit too. When I show up, I'm sleeping in the master. That's where I will be staying. Because either I'm, you know what I mean, you're going to pay me for my money that I put into the house, or I'm moving in and we put my name on the deed. We'll sell it that way. But I mean, that's just ridiculous. What is this? Raspberry. What's going on, Raspberry? Happy New Year. I think Robin is making an argument that she doesn't want to be lumped in with Kody, and Kody is just going to take as much as he can. I agree with that. I think that's the argument that she's making, but she's full of shit because she understands just as much as the rest of them that she's married to Kody. So anything Kody is able to procure or acquire for himself, she also gets. She gets on the quiet tip. She gets to just play the innocent. I had no idea Kody was taking all of the land. So, oh my gosh. Because if Kody was, like I said, oh, we have 8 acres of land. I'm going to have my 4 for my kids, and Cody's going to have his 4 for everybody. And that way, you know, he has his because I don't know if I'm going to be with him. Remember that shit? I think I even still had that. But the whole thing with that crap was she sits there and she says like she's going to get divorced from Robin, and that was a possibility, but that wasn't or divorced from Kody, but that wasn't a possibility. If she divorces Kody, she will get at least half of everything he has. And then most likely she will get more than half because she has 2 of his minor children. So if she divorces him, she's going to get alimony. Well, she might not get alimony because they do basically make the same because they both are co-workers working for TLC. So there is that. But she could get alimony though. I'm not out ruling. I'm just saying that. That's the argument that he's going to make. We're co-workers. We make the same amount of money. Why am I paying her? I don't work either. We both broke. But he would have to pay child support. That when they cut it in half, they don't say, your half included child support. They say, here's your half, Robin. Here's your half, Kody. Well, before you take yours, Kody, gotta take a little bit off the corners of that so we can pay that child support to her, and this is what you're gonna pay every month. And so she's gonna walk away with most of that. Plus, she's most likely, because she has the kids, she's gonna get awarded the kids. She's gonna get the house. She's getting a McMansion. So there's that. And she's probably gonna get some of Kody Pass. So he's getting screwed. I mean, that's the stupid part about it. But she's going to sit there and pretend like she's not going to get anything and everything is separate. And she's still trying to pretend like the legal marriage and legitimate marriages don't mean anything. Which annoyed the shit out of me, too, when Kody was sitting there pretending like Robin was upset because when they got the legal divorce, all of a sudden, or not Robin, Mary was upset because as soon as they got the legal divorce, all of a sudden things changed for Mary. That's bullshit. That's bullshit too. I was like, she really cared about the legal marriage. Didn't you guys just go out celebrating the legal marriage? The anniversary? It don't mean nothing. Yeah, she didn't work for Sarcasm for Fun. She didn't work the entire marriage. Hell, she wasn't working before the marriage, before they got married. When she came down, she lost her job. She gave her job up. No more changing bedpans for me. Kathy Baskins. How convenient for Kody and Robin. We're able to find a house right next to Kody Pass. Right. Not a mistake. And yeah, let's just, real quick. Can we... I'll probably talk about this more in depth tomorrow at noon. I will be back at noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Just so you guys know, if you don't see the thumbnail is already up. And I'm probably going to get screwed on that. So there's that. But, yeah, I think Vixen's right. This one house shit. Kody started singing I was so upset about the one house deal during the talk back. And then tonight during the look back, Robin tries to echo that whole sentiment about Kody being so upset about the one house deal. And that's what created the problem between Christine and Kody, was the fact that he wanted to do the one house and Christine was so opposed to it. Like Kody said, we need to stop listening to the tabloids. Let's stop following the fucking storyline. There is no fucking way, zero chance, there was zero chance that they were going to build that one big ass house, that 17,000 square foot home on Kody Pass. You fuckers didn't have the money. Period. Point blank, the end. You didn't have the money. Because first, you would have had to pay off Kody Pass in order for you to be able to rezone it, so that you could put that house right and square in the middle of it. That's the first part. The second part, you would have to develop the land. Crazy money. Third part, you would have to set aside enough money to be able to build 17,000 square foot home in Arizona. Let me see. Okay. In Phoenix, Arizona, it says 130. Oh no, I'm sorry. Cost per square foot is $150. That doesn't sound bad. Let's see. 150 times, what I say, 17,000. that house, for them to just the house, the house just by itself, for them to build a house, if the land is completely developed, would have cost $2.5 million. There's no fucking way they had $2 million just laying around. And they weren't getting a loan for $2 million. It wasn't happening. Like I wanted to build one house and she stood to where my dreams. Motherfucker. And I want to ride a horse in a Kentucky Derby, but there's no horse that's big enough. I mean, what I'm going to ride? A fucking Shetland pony? One of them Coors Light horses and shit. I'm 6'7". There's nowhere in the world I'm riding down. I'm going to be a jockey in a fucking Kentucky Derby, you assholes. So he has as much chance of building and buying that house in Flagstaff, Arizona, that I do of riding in the Kentucky Derby this year. My goal is to be a jockey in a Kentucky Derby. You shitheads. $2 million, $2.5 million just for the house build. I'm not talking about developing the land. I'm not talking about the plot points. I'm not talking about the rent that they would have to pay while they wait for the home to be built. You can't, there's no way in the world you're going to spend $1 million on Robin's house, then turn around and spend another, let's be honest, it'll probably cost, like, if it's $2.5 million for the house to get built, it'll probably be for the land development, the permits and inspections and the rentals and all that stuff that you're talking about. And I'm not talking about living expenses, none of that. It will probably be somewhere in the realm of them having to come out of pocket about $3 to $4 million. They don't have $3 to $4 million. They don't have it. And they're not going to go get a fucking payday loan or a car title loan for that amount of money. You guys, and again, we talk about, don't be listening to the fantasy tabloids. Okay, we're not going to listen to the tabloids. Let's be honest. When you guys were in Las Vegas, my position was always that when you were in Las Vegas, based on your financial status before and how you guys approached your loans, you didn't get 15 or 30-year conventional mortgages on those homes in Las Vegas. You went out and got adjustable rate mortgages on them homes, also known as balloon mortgages, where you were just paying the interest on those mortgages. How long were you in those houses? Less than 5 years. That tells me that by the time your term limit for your ARM loans that you had taken out on those homes was just about up, that's when you came in there with the bullshit about we got to move. That's when you came in with that. And that's why you did that. Because that's the only way it makes sense that you would sell those homes. That's the only way it would make sense. You guys sold those homes because you didn't have the money to put down so that you can get into a conventional loan. And even after 5 years of being out there, you still didn't save up enough money because you were trying to put kids through college. You had a whole bunch of other things that you were trying to do. The family's bad with money, man. You're bad investments. You're making bad investments on top of bad investments. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm just saying. Like, Kody, you want us to stay in the land of pretend. Because if we stay in the land of pretend, we're able to give you some grace in how you purchased the homes and how you dealt with the finances of the family. If I take it out of the land of grace and the land of reality fantasy television and I put it in real world terms, then the decisions you made make no sense. You don't move from Las Vegas, an expensive market already, an up and coming expensive market where you bought and scrimped and saved to get into these homes. You should have been saving a down payment the entire time you were there. The entire time, focus of the family should have been putting aside money so that you could come in with a down payment so that you could get into these homes legitly and move from an ARM or adjustable rate mortgage to a conventional loan mortgage where your payments stay the same for the entire body of the loan. That's exactly what you should have did. For those not familiar, if you get into an adjustable rate mortgage, what that is typically you can put down anywhere from 3 to 5% instead of putting down the standard 10. Usually you want to put down about 20%. No bullshit. You want to put down 20% on a home because that gives you, it helps to eliminate the PMI, which is basically the mortgage insurance that you have to pay, because banks want to make sure that you have just as much interest in the home as they do. They want to make sure that you're vested in the investment so that you're more likely to try to keep that home. So if you go in and the house, say, costs $100,000, just for round numbers sake. If the house costs $100,000, if you put down $20,000, the bank feel comfortable and says, well, he didn't put down all of it or half of it, but he put down a significant amount of money. He put down $20,000, put down 20%. So we'll give him a loan and you'll pay a certain amount of money. With a conventional loan, you pay X amount of dollars for X amount of years, same dollar amount. The only thing that could change it is if your taxes or any fees or your escrow fluctuates, which sometimes it does because of taxes and things of that nature. But otherwise, as far as the bank is concerned, they basically plot out exactly how much you're going to pay each month, and that's what you pay. Now, with an adjustable rate mortgage, it's based on the interest rate that's currently running. So if it's very low interest, the adjustable rate mortgage makes sense because you go and you pay the 2-3% down payment, and all your payments are basically paying off the interest on the loan. You're not touching any of the principal. Now, what happens at the end of the adjustable rate mortgage term is that you pay all interest. This is the privilege of them lending you the money. You being able to stay there. You pay. Then at the end of the loan, you owe the full amount of the house. In which time you either sell the house and try to recoup your money so that you can pay everybody off and maybe hopefully walk away with a little bit of profit, or you put down a down payment and you get into an adjustable rate mortgage. You know, crazy. You throw good money after bad, you go back into an ARM. Right? Now, why do you do ARMs? You get conventional loans if you're trying to purchase a home. My suggestion, and the way I've done it historically, is you go in, you pay for the conventional loan so that way you can keep the house, because that's where you want to be, that's where you want to stay, right? If you do an adjustable rate mortgage, typically the people who use that are investors and people who come in and flip homes. So if I was flipping a house, I don't want to put down 20% because I want to take some of that money, that cash or that capital, so that I can invest it in fixing the home up so that I can sell the home, right? The cost of selling the home. And as far as like the 5-year loan or whatever, I don't plan on having a house that I was flipping if I was flipping houses. I wouldn't plan on having a house for 5 years. That's not part of the plan. I know guys who do this. Guys and gals. So when they go and invest in these homes, they purchase the home, an adjustable rate mortgage, they're only paying the interest. And then when they finish the construction or whatever on the home to fix the house up, they flip the house, they put it on the market. They want to have that house sold within maybe 2 months and 3 months on the outside, 3 to 6 months on the outside. They're not trying to hold on to that house for years and years and years. So as soon as they get it, they want to flip it and then try to put it back out. So that's why you would take out an ARM. For families, this is what happened with the 2008 housing collapse. You had a lot of people who were borrowing a bunch of money that they couldn't afford. And then when the houses came due and it was time to pay the piper, they didn't have the fucking money. And then all of a sudden the banks and shit was ass out because people didn't have the money to pay them. The banks didn't want the houses. Things are a little different now because banks are buying houses and keeping them. But you know, when the Brown family got into the houses in Vegas, you could tell by the way they were doing. I was listening to the conversations that they were having with the loan officers. Those were ARMs. Those were adjustable rate mortgages. And Kody, if you think I'm full of shit, please come on my show and prove me wrong. Let a motherfucker know that I'm wrong. But I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I challenge anybody to come on here and tell me that I'm wrong. about that. That was an arm. Those are armed mortgages. They were going to lose those houses. And with Robin's house especially, one, they took out equity in the home. How do I know they took out equity out of Robin's house? Because when Mary came to them talking about on the show, every now and again, no matter how much bullshit you talk, you always let a little bit of truth slip. If you listen closely, when they were talking about her moving to Lizzie's Inn, Mary was asking for the money, and Kody said, well, what about a home equity loan? In a way, he threw that shit out. Like, why don't you just take out some of the money out of your house? How about you don't? Because if you take money, if you have an arm already, and you take out another loan on a house, so you bought the house for $400,000, you take out another $100,000 on the home ec loan. Well, I don't know why a bank would do that shit. Okay, fine. You take out another $100,000. Now the house, you have $100,000 in equity, but you owe $500,000. And you're not guaranteed when they come out and do the estimate. They're just doing the comparisons. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll highlight that. They're doing the comparisons of like the home selling in the area. So they say, okay, in this area, homes are typically going for $600,000 or even $700,000. They give you a loan based on what the houses around you are selling for. That's a home ec, right? Home equity loan. Problem is, that's not a guarantee that your house is going to sell for that. So even when you go to sell your house, like Christine found out, like Janelle found out, when you go to sell your house, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the money that you thought your house was worth. You put your house up for $700,000, you wind up getting $600,000. But then you took out money, so when you sell your house, and this is the hurt part, when you sell your house, I'm not a big home equity guy, but you sell your house, you're going to have to write. When they give you the check, they're going to say, okay, you sold your house, $600,000. We'll write you a check. But first, we have to deduct the money that you owe to the first lien holder. That's the person that gave you the ARM loan. So here's your check, Mr. ARM loan person. Next, you took out a second mortgage. Got to write them a check. Here's your money, Mr. Equity Loan Guy. And then finally, we have the homeowner. Here's your check. And you could go from selling your house for $600,000 and walking out of there with $50,000 damn dollars to put on your next house. You don't want to do that shit. Like, so, but when they were talking about it, Robin had said that she took out money or took out a home loan or an equity loan for Sister Wife's Closet, for her business. So you took out an equity loan for that. Not to mention, during the time, because remember when Dayton got in that little ATV accident? Speaking of bullshit, reading too many tabloids, Kody, you took that boy out there on that mountain ridge, ran him through the fucking meat grinder on an ATV, had him run through a barbed wire fence with his face, got damn jigsawed out there, and Hunter was sitting there holding his face together, waiting for you to come racing over so that you could help him. And Hunter's on the floor holding Dayton's face together, and y'all won't even let him talk to Dayton. Ain't that a bitch? But because of that, without a crystal ball, I was able to see the medical records where they put a loan. The hospital, Nevada hospital, had put a lien on Robin's house because of that accident. That's the same accident that they used to blackmail Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna's father into signing them adoption papers because they were going to financially ruin them, which is crazy as hell because I vetted Robin hard. I vetted her hard. Robin broke that man's pockets when she was married to him. He lost his business, lost everything fucking around with her. She broke his ass. Then she cleave up his damn son, take his son out, get him jacked up with dumbass Kody out there on the back of ATV bikes, no helmets, and not a stitch of insurance between none of them. None of them had health insurance. and you put them on the back of a motor-powered vehicle, underage. Oh, they're young, they gotta have a stuff, they gotta experience life. Kid almost killed himself. And then you turn around and use the accident that was Kody's fault against the natural father. Pieces of shit. Cynthia Lopez. Kody took $40K from the family account for his business, the gun business, when Mary needed loan for a B&B. Kody called his friend and they only had $20,000 available. Where did the other half go? Here's the thing, Cynthia. I completely agree with you. But can I give you one slight correction on that, Cynthia G? Because I heard somebody else say that earlier. If you go back and watch that episode, maybe I'll pull it up for my live tomorrow. Because it's such a good point. Thank you for that contribution. But Cynthia, what he said was, remember that loan we took out? We'll be able to give you some of the money back. So we might be able to give you the $40,000. Some of the money back. It was more than $40,000, Cynthia. Holler at your boy. Yeah, it was way more than $40,000 that he took from the family and lost it. Because even Janelle was like, oh, it was more than that. And she said, I don't want to throw no cold water on it. Janelle was a cold customer, Jack. She's like, I didn't want to say nothing. Because Janelle knew that he took out way more money than that. And she knew that what money was coming back because she do the books. And she knew he was trying to be big draws, Mr. Captain America up in this bitch, and pretend like he was going to save everybody. But you're not a hero, you a zero. Because I've seen the books, I've seen the numbers, and you don't have that money coming back. I don't know where you plan on getting that money from. But yeah, it was way more than $40,000 he took. But he said he was going, because she needed $40,000. Because remember, she said that it was she had to put down $80,000. She had $40,000. She needed the family to give her the other $40,000. He said, I'm going to be able to get some of the money back that remember when the family gave us a loan? I'm going to be able to, I talked to my partner, and we may be able to give some of the money back, so we might be able to cover the $40,000. And then he turned right around and said, yeah, we ain't get as much back as we thought, and we can't give you anything. We ain't got it right now. Remember that? Telling you. Cold customer. But thank you so much, Cynthia. You right on track. And she said, wow, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that shit was bad, man. Because when he said that, I was like, oh my God. But that's what I'm talking about. And that whole thing with the homes out there, that Las Vegas stuff, that shit was a mess. That's why he sit up there talking about where we go all. Because the problem was, and here's the jacked up part about it, because if you really, really listen to what they've said in season 16, season 17, when Janelle was talking about those houses, and I don't mean to wag my finger like but if you listen to what they were saying about them houses, season 16, 17, when they talked about the contributions that were being made to Christine purchasing her home when she got out there to Flagstaff, they didn't say nothing about Robin's house. They talked about Janelle's house. They talked about Mary's house. But they didn't say nothing about Robin's house. When they talked about Robin buying that, putting a down payment on that big house that she had, whose house did they say? They didn't say anything about Robin's house sales. Robin sold her house and she was able to come up with the down payment. Mary and Janelle said they used my money and they used Christine's money to put that down payment on Robin's house. They ain't say nothing about where Robin's money was coming from. Robin ain't had no damn money. She blew her equity in her house. I guarantee you, they basically turned that house over. They turned that house over. She didn't have nothing left after she got done. The life and lifestyle that they was running in Arizona was Mary and Janelle. Christine, when she sold her house, she gave them, like, she took a loan from Mary and Janelle so that she could get a down payment for her house in Arizona. And family, from the family account, the money that was coming in through TLC, when she sold her house in Vegas, Kody took the money from Christine's house that she sold in Vegas, and they used that shit as a down payment to help buy Robin's house. So that was her paying back the family, and it was around that same time that they took that money from Christine, took her money from her house sale, stacked it on top of Janelle and Mary's house, and that's how they made the down payment on Mary's house, as well as pay some more off on Kody Pass. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. You know what I mean? This shit's fucked up. Like, it's crazy as hell. Because, and the only reason why Christine, as much as I love Christine, God bless her, she's awesome, strong woman, amazing. I'm so happy for her. But the truth of the matter is, the only reason why Kody's name came off of Christine's house, and the only reason why she was able to break free from Kody, is because, one, Kody didn't think she had it in her to leave him. Two, he thought that he wanted to get his name off of Christine's house so that he could purchase Robin's house. Because that was the only way he was going to be able to do it. There's no way in the world Kody would have qualified for another mortgage with his name on Janelle or Christine's mortgage, and then he's applying for $1 million mortgage from the bank. He never would have got it. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong one. Here you go. YouTube is my time machine. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, you're right, James, because magically Robin's house sold first. Mind blown. I'm telling you. She didn't have shit on that. She turned that house over. She turned that house over. Like, the money that she got, I guarantee you, if she walked out of it with anything, she probably got like $10,000-$15,000 damn dollars. And there's no way. And here's the crazy part about it. Here's the even crazier part. Who had the nicest house? Of the 4 houses on the cul-de-sac, let's get into it a little bit. The 4 houses on the cul-de-sac, who had the nicest house? Mary. Mary had the nicest house on the cul-de-sac. Because she had a lot of the upgrades and adjustments done to her home by insistence of not only her, but Kody. Why did Kody insist? You know, Kody and Mary, they didn't really get along. Why did Kody insist that Mary's house be so nice and Mary get her house done right? Mary's house was insisted that house be done right because Kody's name was on Mary's house. When they were buying the house in Vegas on that cul-de-sac, Kody's name was on it. Kody's name didn't come off Mary's house till they got divorced. And that is on a public record. Yep. Yeah, I looked that shit up too. Who had the second nicest house in the cul-de-sac? Robin. Because if you recall, remember when Mary made a big deal of wanting to have a wet bar? Because she wanted to have a wet bar, and it was like all she talked about. The wet bar in the house, because of the construction and layout of the home, you don't really build, when you get a house built like this from a developer, you don't really design the house yourself. You have options that are available. Like, you pick your floor plan that the guy picks. He may have like 3-4 floor plans. You pick the floor plan you want, and then based on the floor plan you pick, you can pick certain options. Like, you can pick the tile color, the countertops, the cabinets. You can pick, I want the big house, different style of house. I want the big style of house. And that'll give you like maybe certain amenities in that house. Like, you get a pantry. Because in Mary's house, she had a pantry because she had a wet bar. And because they had the extension, they gave her an extra room. So she had one of the larger houses. Who had the larger house just like Mary? Robin. Because where Mary was sitting there making a big deal of getting a wet bar, Robin said, I have to have a pantry. The only way you got a pantry is if you also got a wet bar and an extra room. Robin had the second nicest house. Then you had Janelle, Christine, and then Janelle. Christine, because she got the facade, she saved some money so she could put the facade on the outside of the house to make it look the way she wanted to look. Janelle, she was cutting corners, talking about she was going to start doing shit herself. I'm telling you, shit is crazy. These people are so bad with money, it's fucking crazy. And then when you go to, like, you do bare bones on the house, you put Christine's house up for sale first, and you wonder why her house didn't sell because you didn't put nothing in on the front end. Because at the end of the day, when you get into the realm of, and this is just kind of where it is, Susie Q in the house. What's up? Okay, yeah, Susie Q, where's that at? Okay, here it is. Given the 411, yep, that's where it is. Clark County Records Office. That's where I found it. And you can see like the second mortgages. You can see the liens on the property from the hospital. You take a notice of which hospital it was, because remember Robin had said, because we shouldn't be listening to the tabloids. Robin came out of her mouth on the show and said that Dayton was off with friends in a different place in a different state, and he was far away. That shit was like down the street at the Nevada hospital. His ass was with Kody when he got hurt. But they figured it would look bad that he got hurt with Kody. So they lied to us. But yeah. And then we put Christine's house up. And like I said, because you put those houses up, swallowing teeth. I heard that saying in a long time. Because when you put the houses up, and at the low price point that they were talking about, like you talking about houses going for like $500,000-$600,000. Let's be honest. If you're gonna spend $500,000 to $600,000, hell, really anything over $400,000. If you're gonna spend $400,000 on a home, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 on a home, $800,000 on a home. I'm not trying to go in there and fix shit. I don't want to fix nothing. I want everything to be working. Everything should be in perfect working order. I should have no problems. I want the house to look the way I want it to look. I want the walls to look the way I want them to look. I want the roof to be perfect. When I pull into my driveway, I want to have that warm, fuzzy feeling, make my ass smile every time I come home. $800,000? Fuck yeah. I want that Cheerio Kool-Aid smile every time I come home. I want to be sitting there smiling my ass off like a lunatic, holding a bag of beer and Skittles. but because when you do the prompts, you do the comps. If you at that price point, it's a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market. It's a buyer's market. So you're dealing with a certain caliber customer at like $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000, and these people are a little more discerning. So they might go for Mary's house, who is a little more particular about the house and the way the house is styled, as opposed to Christine, who kind of went for the I'm happy to be here house, or Janelle, I'm going to do it myself, DIY house. Again, I'm not trying to. Why would I buy Janelle's house and I still got to pour concrete? I still got to do the back doors. I still got to put a deck on the house. I can go across the street or down the street, or maybe even in some cases the same development, and buy a bigger house or a nicer house for the same, if not less money. So you kind of screw yourself. In the market that they're in, do you realize that Christine's house, I think it just sold for damn near Christine's house just sold for like $1 million, $2 million. Not Christine, but the family, like in that cul-de-sac. I think it was Christine's old house or Mary's old house. They just resold it, and the thing went for like $800,000, $900,000 or $1 million. So, yeah, it's crazy as hell. Yeah, Raspberry. Let's look at that. Raspberry and Carmel QT. And he said that being with the children is the easy part. That was such a slap in the face to parents, yeah. Especially because he feels he is worth more than what the nanny does. Or just the fact that, you know who says shit like that, Raspberry? People who don't have kids. People who don't deal with their fucking kids. That's who says shit like that. Dealing with kids is the easy part. That's because you don't deal with them, you fuckface. That's who say shit like that. If you never dealt with your children, if you never really were concerned with what they were doing and how they do it on a day-to-day basis, then you would think that doing kids is easy. Dealing with kids is the hardest shit that you could do. It's the most difficult, rewarding, thankless job you could ever do. There are days you will wake up, you will be happy as hell, you'll be proud as fuck. There are days that you will go to bed crying. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know which day is which. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a hard job. And for you to sit there and talk about how easy it is as a parent. Oh, it's so easy for you to be able to, Hey, what's up, Melissa Ross? Happy New Year. Popped in from Florida. But for you to sit there and talk about how easy it is, and oh, I can't believe that you're sitting here acting as though your life is difficult. You only had to deal with 13 children at the same time. I'm sorry, you had to deal. And when you started to put it in respect of what Christine had to do, and how she had to actually do it. Let's put it into perspective. Christine was not only dealing with these kids. Christine's ass had to go to work. She worked at night. So she was dealing with these kids all day when Kody and Janelle were at work. She was dealing with the kids, responsible for watching the kids. Then she had to get them fed, get their homework done, get them in bed. Then she had to put her clothes on, put her shoes on, tie them up, and take her ass to work at night. Then fucking Kody, pardon my French, pardon my fucking French toast French, Kody ass was sitting there saying dealing with the kids was easy. But at the same time, he couldn't take his ass down the hallway, down the steps to make sure his kids were in the bed. Check on his kids, make sure they okay. But dealing with kids is easy. I'm not gonna sit there and okay violence, but she should have tackled Cody's ass right there. She should have shoulder blocked the shit out of him. You know what I mean? That would have been what they used to call a woo hit. You know what I mean? Oh! Should have tackled his ass. Are you crazy? Jay Gibson, Happy New Year to everybody. I just thought about Mary saying when things went bad with the Catfish, she was terrified because they contacted her and talk about what they were wearing and stuff. R and friend, yeah. And that's disturbing in itself. Now, with regard to the Catfish stuff, like I could understand why the other mothers might be a little angry or miffed at Mary a little bit because of that situation. Because when you online and you bringing people into your situation, you know what I mean, the kids are out there playing. I would be more mad at Mary because you don't keep shit like that a secret. Like if somebody is stalking you and they scaring you and telling you all this kind of stuff, But good point. I'm going to come right back to that, Jay Gibson. And they scaring you about all that kind of stuff. Don't have me have my kids outside playing because I'm thinking they in the cul-de-sac in the middle of all these homes where all the mothers are and everything is fine. That they're okay because they're not okay. But to Jay Gibson's point, if you recall, what they're talking about is the catfish used to contact Mary and tell her, like, I know what you're wearing, I know what you're doing, I know where you're going, etc., 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 and say all these things. And it got to the point where Mary would sit there and say, I thought my house was being bugged. I thought that they had some kind of GPS on my car. And Jay is right in the sense that Robin's friend was supposed to be good friends with the catfish, and they supposed to be talking to Robin about all the stuff that was going on between the catfish and Mary, and they would come back. Robin would come back and then basically humiliate Mary by saying, "This is what I heard, what was going on, etc., etc., etc." Here's a little twist to that. And I'm glad you brought this up, Jay. Here's a little twist. Wouldn't it have been some shit? Because it's kind of weird to me that somehow this catfish was able to get into Mary's house and install some listening devices so that they could scare Mary with the conversation she was having. First of all, if you're having conversations, who is Mary talking to? Two. What's more likely? This catfish broke into Mary's house and installed microphones, broke into Mary's car and installed GPS, or the catfish was talking to somebody who was close to Mary and was having conversations with Mary and could inform the catfish on what they were talking about, and or was in Mary's house, or maybe called Mary on the phone. Hey girl, where you at? I'm pulling into the Kroger's. Kroger's. I saw that shit the other day. Pulling into the Kroger's, the Acme, the Super Fresh, the Wegmans, Redner's, the Sheets, the Wawa, the 7-Eleven, the Stop and Go, the Jiffy Pop, whatever wherever you going. Wouldn't it have been easier if I say, just to put a name on it, not to accuse anybody, but just to put a name on it? Robin, if Mary was in the house talking to Robin, and Robin called the catfish and said, yeah, we were just talking about the color yellow. And the catfish called up Mary and said, yeah, I like how you talking about the color yellow. That would be scary. Oh, Joy. Oh, shit. Did I say Jay? I'm sorry. Joy Gibson. Oh. I'm sorry. But Joy Gibson, like Joy said, would it be something if Mary was on the phone and Robin called and was saying that shit, informing the catfish what to say and what Mary was doing and how she was doing it, what time she's going somewhere, what time she get back, and how long she was gone, who she was with, and what she's wearing? Wouldn't that be more likely than the catfish somehow knowing what Mary is wearing or being able to spy on her? Because they live in a cul-de-sac. It's not even like this chick could just be driving down the street and be passing Mary's house and catch her coming out one day and she don't know who she's looking at. This chick would have to be sitting in the cul-de-sac or the entryway of this development to look down the street to see what Mary is doing or whether she's in her house. I'm just saying, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. If y'all, matter of fact, let's do a little loose poll. If you guys think it's a possibility that Robin was the one who was informing the catfish about what Mary was doing, terrorizing her, making her think that she's being watched, put a 1 in the chat. If you think I'm way off base, put a 2 in the chat. 1 if you think Robin was the one who was informing the catfish of what Mary was doing, what she was wearing, where she was going, and etc., to scare her. Or 2 if you think I'm off base. Let's just see if my little theory holds any water. And maybe we'll even give Joy credit. Oh, see some 1s. Joy, you with me on this? Or am I alone? Mary J. Rochelle J. No. I see some 1s. Oh, okay, I see Mary Callahan saying, nope. She would never do that. Rochelle J, $2 super chat. Thank you, James, for chewing fat tonight. Happy New Year. No, thank you for inspiring me to do it, Rochelle J. Rochelle was like, get on there now. Okay, Dr. Carl explains it all. Says, James, so true. Narcs thinks of people as objects. This is true. Truly is just coffee Keurig and Christine's counter. He still talks about all of his kids with this same line of thinking. It's true. And he never talks about, and I think part of the reason why he never talks about Truly is because he thinks Truly's condition of her kidney failure makes him look bad. So he's not going to bring it up because it's a reflection on him. Now, if Truly would have got sick and she would have been with Christine, then when Christine left, it would have 100%, like, and I think this is pretty much in lockstep with Dr. Carl saying, he would have 100% been nailing her every chance he would have got. She's a shit sister wife because the way she treated Robin and the way she used to talk about Janelle and the way she used to talk about Mary, she's a shit sister wife, and she's also a terrible mother because of what happened to my daughter. You almost killed her, and it was terrible, and she was in the hospital. She had kidney failure, and she did that. She did that. She did that. I 100% believe that shit. Could have been all on that. But thank you so much, Rochelle J, for the $2 super chat. Yeah, I got some ones. Carla QT. Right, let's hope. I want Kody to catch a fade from Janelle's voice. But it was not familiar. Catching a fade means you get your ass whipped. Catching a fade. Oh, shit. That's all right, Carmel QT. That's all right. Yep, raspberry. TLC is problematic too. Yeah, you know what? Push him down and shove. What's even crazier. Here's what would be even crazier. If when Robin was setting Mary ass up with that catfish, that TLC knew about it too and was helping. That is a good storyline. And they ran it. And let's be honest, TLC was running that catfish storyline forever. Every time they turn around, they was bringing up that damn catfish. Every time they turn around, it was like, I'm tired of hearing about this catfish shit. Stop it. I felt like Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help. He keep talking about this damn catfish shit. Tired of catfish. Catfish is delicious, but shit. I don't know. I've had catfish in years since I was down south. Just said hello. Yeah. Sage 429. I'm done with Mary, especially after. Okay. I'm done with Mary, especially after she only had a revelation that Jen said, hello, they were calling you pathetic in front of you. You know what? I think here's the crazy part. I 100% agreed with what Jen said because I said the same thing. When I first saw that episode, I put out a video and I said the same shit. I was like, he was talking that crap about all y'all. Don't, even when Christine, how you gonna say that with Mary? Talking about you too. You are not safe. He was talking about Janelle's ass too. Like he was talking shit about all y'all. Does this thing stop working? Yeah, I think all my Jones start working. Yeah. You should. Yeah, they should do their own books. All of them tell-alls. I think, you know what, somebody has said this before, but I think I would love to read some tell-all books from the kids. Like, I'm interested in, like, if the Sister Wives come out with tell-alls, I would read theirs too, but I would love to read some books from the kids. Dr. Carl, but how far can Robin take this Ponzi scheme after this? Yep. She's on her third time of someone coming in and paying her check. When will she overplay that hand? Because they always do. I think she's overplaying it now. I think it's over. You know? Because I need help. Oh, you got to do it. Oh, like, and she lost a lot of her tools that she would need in order to be able to pull this off, I think. Because before she had, because Robin, she wasn't my cup of tea. But I could see where people would say that she was attractive. But she doesn't necessarily have that now. Not the way she used to. Like, because a lot of the games she plays would be games that you would expect from somebody who is younger. You know what it's like watching Robin? And I don't mean this to be mean or whatever. I really don't. It's just an observation. But Robin actually reminds me, every now and again, I'll see some people who I started watching them maybe on YouTube, like, about 10 years ago, I guess. But by now it's maybe 10 years, maybe 6 years, I don't know. But it was a bit. And when they started out, they were maybe in their like late 20s, early 30s, probably early to mid 30s. And they would always do like the what is that term they use? The boomers. The boomers. They're boomers. They're so old. They don't understand the boomers. And now it's like 8 years later. They're in their mid 40s. You know what I mean? Like they're in their 30s. And I guess that they're closer to 40 or their 40s in their 40s. And they're still talking about boomers. Like, your ass too old to be talking about some boomers. And you're not a spring chicken. Like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, they're too old, or these oldies, or whatever the hell you say. You're too old for that shit. Like, because you are long in the tooth, too. Like, so you're middle-aged. If you're not middle-aged already, you're down there to it. So, you don't really have the benefit of playing the I'm so young and innocent part on YouTube anymore. So, you got to step your game up and become an adult, because you're an adult. And that's kind of what Robin reminds me of. And I think that's part of her game, is that she tries to innocent. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. That works when you in your 20s. But when Robin is like in her 40s now, like late 30s, 40s. Like, yeah, I think she's in her 40s. So, early 40s. So, you can't do the I don't understand shit. Like, you too old to not understand. What are you talking about? You don't know how to treat people yet? At 45? And I guess there's some things you'll never learn. Sarcasm for fun with the 999 Super Chat. Thank you so much. Mary, every time every time Robert spooked her during the Catfish, Mary should have been like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I believe it was TLC. Was also involved. I believe TLC was also involved. They still need Kody and Robin off the show. Yeah. I don't think. The thing is that Kody and Robin might have allowed Mary to use them that way, and they would use TLC. They get the check, they get the storyline, they get the fuck with Mary, they get some money, they get to kind of extort money from her, because in order for you to be in the family, you got to contribute, because you had that whole thing with the Catfish, right? So you have that going on, but once that's over, there are no allies. There are no permanent friends. Only permanent interests. And you, Kody and Robin, once they outlive their interest or their usefulness to TLC will drop you. You know what I mean? They'll move on, and then that'll be that. So I think TLC might be on the move on portion. But thank you so much, Sarcasm for Fun. I appreciate that. 999 Super Chat. Yeah. Dr. Carl said, but she's still building that, because that's actually something I wrote that down earlier because I was going to talk about it, because I thought about it with regard to Kody. Because even Kody, but she still, what Dr. Carl said was, Dr. Carl explains it all, said, but talking about Robin, but she may still find another host after this, after the Browns, because she is building the narrative now and setting it up so she will need a hero. I see this in clinical practice. It's classic. And I can agree with that. I can see that. Because that's one of the things that somebody asked me about Kody earlier today, and saying about, I can't find the quote I wrote down because I said something in response to somebody and I was going to use it later. But essentially is this. When Kody was with the OG3, right? His relationship was different with the OG3. And it ties into what Dr. Carl is saying. When he was with the OG3, he had more of a partner relationship where he was helping them. And when he met and then married Robin, he had a situation where he got to be the savior and the white knight because she played the damsel in distress, whereas the other wives played the partners. So for Kody, when he's looking at his relationships and he prefers his relationship with Robin, the reason why is because with the OG3, he was a husband, but with Robin, he gets to be the hero. And that's the way Robin sets herself up, because she sets herself up as the damsel in distress. I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in so much trouble. Only you can save me. What am I going to do? And then you come in and you do whatever it is you're doing to help her out. And you feel, not only do you feel happy because she's congratulating you and congratulatory and appreciative of the things that you're doing, but you feel that pride and that sincerity in the fact that, wow, I'm doing something and she wouldn't be able to get by without my contribution. So you feel like you're doing some shit. But the truth of the matter is that you're not really doing anything for her. Like, nothing is happening for her. And she's just basically using you. But yeah, thank you for that, Dr. Carl. That's a good point, because that is something that she sets up. And I think that plays into a big part of her development. That's how she's, like, why does Robin cry as much as she do? Why does she make herself a victim as much as she does? Is because she received such success from that activity and that behavior. She went from being 30 grand in the hole, if not more, 30,000 plus in the hole. Before she get married, she made herself a victim. She cried her way through, and now technically Robin's fucking rich. So why does she do it? She does it because it works. She's getting paid good to cry. Yeah. Going green, Mom. I agree with that. I did like Logan too. I thought Logan was responsible. I like Logan, but I felt bad for Logan because so much was thrust on him as a young man. And it's always kind of like, I don't mind. Like, I think it's kind of cool when you, as an older sibling, I'm an older sibling, I have a younger brother. You're always kind of in that position where you're taking care of your younger sibling. It is what it is. Shit happens. But when you turn a child into a parent too quickly, you force them to mature faster than they should, and they can't enjoy their childhood. That's where it becomes a little unfair. But Logan took a lot of that in stride, and he took a lot of that upon himself. The same thing could be said about Madison. The same thing could be said about over on Christine's side with Aspen. So you have those kids who took a lot of responsibility on for themselves. And I think that's part of the reason why they were so slow with running out having children of their own. Kathy Baskin. Yeah, they started to show. Let me read down here. Yeah, they started to show to give polygamy a good light, but it just enforced to the world that their lifestyle does not work. That's absolutely true. They started out thinking they were winning, but it actually disproved the very thing that they were trying to prove. Yeah, and I'll even say that. Like for Susie Q, Logan was smart. He kept his life off TLC. I would even say that when push comes down to shove, I've said that before. I'll say that until the day I die. If Kody really wants to save his relationships, especially the ones he has with his children, Kody is going to have to make a decision. It's a hard decision in the sense that Kody, and I genuinely mean this, you can either have a reality show and be a reality star, or you can have a family. Can't have both. Because of the way, it's too much weight. And you guys are cast, the way you're cast and the way you're conducting yourself, you can either have a show or you can have a family, but you can't have both. And even with Kody, the way he's acting, Kody is spiraling. Cody's in trouble. Because Kody finds himself in a situation where it's sad. I don't think he's angry because of the show as much as he's angry because he's losing money. He's going broke and he doesn't know what to do. This guy hasn't worked in 15 years. If you think about it, he went from making $500,000 at least a year, getting everybody's check into one account where he had access to $500,000 a year, to now all of a sudden, if they kick him off the show, where is Kody going to go? And what is Kody going to do where he can make $500,000 a year? I mean, I'd love to. If you guys have an idea, please put it in the chat. Shit, I might even try it. I'm just saying. Where is Kody going to go where he's going to make $500,000 a year? You know what I mean? Homeboy is in trouble. So, could happen to a nicer guy. Excuse me. Could happen to a nicer guy, but it is what it is. Aisha B, what's up? $1.99. I think that's pounds. With super chat. Appreciate it. No message, just the love. I appreciate it. I do. Aisha B. Happy New Year, Aisha, by the way. Sonny Randall, thank you. It's not me, it's the folks give me that HBO special. I appreciate everybody. Shit, I do. Oh, what is this? Aisha B. I've seen this pattern in men where they will attack another of their wives, sister, or mother, like Kody attacks Christine when he thinks Robin is slighted. What is that? Why not? Room for everyone. You know what, Aisha? I think that in a very cursory manner, just a quick answer, there's a lot of reasons as to why I think that happens. But off the shot, Kody has to validate himself to her. So there's a point in which, like, just the easy, rough answer. I mean, there's, like I said, there's a lot of reasons as to why. And I could probably list a few. But off the top, if there's any slight where Robin is feeling like she's any slightly discomfort or whatever, he's going to come at them. He's going to come at her. Not only because he has to validate himself to her and maintain the image that he's put forward to her, but because she's so much of an image to him. Like, she's like, Robin for Kody is almost like a coat, a nice coat. So he puts that nice coat on and it reflects well on him. So if you insult or go after Robin, in his view, you're not just going after Robin, you're actually coming after him. And that actually becomes problematic too. And it's really not so much that, because in a weird way, it's not even so much that he's defending Robin as much as he's defending himself. So it's his choice, she's his lucky coin, his showpiece, his trophy. And so if you're insulting her, you're insulting him. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Another part of it is a form of control. He's trying to control the situation and manage the situation. It's so much shit. Like, it's such a crazy thing. But the bottom line is that it's not even the fact that, the crazy part is, it's not even the fact that these people are going after Robin and slighting her or going after her in a nasty way. They just have a difference of opinion. And by them simply disagreeing with her, all of a sudden they're picking on her, they're being mean to her, they're trying to destroy her, they're trying to ruin her. You guys are treating her like shit, etc., etc., etc. It's just crazy as hell. Yeah, I agree with that. He said, Dr. Carl explains it all, said, this is why it will be so interesting if we get to watch Kody and Robin fall apart. The two of them do not actually love each other. Therefore, the split will be on an atomic level. Yes, I agree with that. And I would also add that not only will it be on an atomic level because of the fact that they don't genuinely love each other, but neither one of them will take accountability for any portion of the breakup at all. So it will be 100% the other person's fault, and they will go knife and dagger, knives out, trying to establish that this other person is the reason why I'm so miserable, and it's all their fault. And the crazier part is that even now, as they start to lie, obfuscate, and hide the fact that they played a part in the dissolution of the family, when their relationship falls apart, it's going to be the other person's fault as to why they ruined everything. You blew up my entire family. It's your fault. Even though you spent all these seasons and all this time, it's not Robin's fault. Robin had nothing to do with it. When the two of them break up, I 100% guarantee you Kody will 100% blame Robin for his family falling apart, his bad relationship with his kids, the fact that he don't talk to his kids, the fact that he wasn't spending time with Christine, and she was the reason because she had insisted that she come over to his house, and none of it's on me, it's all on her, and she's going to be doing the same thing, playing the victim about how mean and nasty Kody was, how it was always different, how it was like he got together with the wives and they all fooled and tricked me. And made me think that it was okay for us to go out together. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. What is this? Raspberry. Dr. Carl explains it all. Yes. Goes back to being transactional. The original arrangement was a partnership with 4 adults, and now it's Kody and Robin capitalists of their infamy. Yeah. Oh, Sam, 50% native. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Golden Gray and Valerie. I think the Duggars may. Oh, Duggars. Thanks, James. I had a question. What's your question? Angel Rochelle cameo. And not even a good cameo. Word up. That's the cold word. They never doing that shit. That's not that cameo. To all you sucker DJs who think you're fly. Ooh, Joy Gibson. I think some men love to watch women fight over them. Yes, that's true. And some women like to see men fight over them as well. And that actually, Joy Gibson, that reminds me of something that I said on Friday when Jen said that, you know, as a monogamist, it's a little weird for me to hear you say, talking about Robin, that what made me fall in love, this is what Robin said, what made me fall in love with Kody was how well he treated his wife and how much he loved his wives. And then Jen took the position that, oh, as a monogamist, I'm not used to hearing people talk like that. Oh, no. There are people who find you if you're married, in fact, you know, there's a point where guys, you know, a guy get married, he'll be single, be like, oh, I ain't never had nobody when I was single. The second I get married, all of a sudden I get all this attention. Because to some women, you having that ring signifies that you can not only hold and maintain a relationship, but it's indicative that there's a woman out there that finds you attractive enough to commit to you on that level. And that's attractive to them. And they will come after your ass. You know what I mean? And it's not you, it's just that ring. And the second they feel like they can get you, it's like, you know, it's like the dog chasing a car. Like they chase the car so much, but, you know, if they ever catch the damn thing, they wouldn't know what to do with it. And if, you know, in that case, you have women and men who go after married people or people who are in relationships. And the minute they catch them and I'm ready to leave my wife, Susie, put your mom on the phone. I ain't never coming home. You know what I mean? But she got that sunshine. Harlem Nights. But the second you do that, the relationship is over. All of a sudden, love just kind of skeet right out of them. Dr. Carl talking about doing a psych breakdown. Tell you what, Dr. Carl, hit me up on, send me an email. That might be interesting. It's MyTakeOnReality at gmail.com. Raspberry. During the wedding dress situation, Robin said Kody and I didn't do anything wrong, but I think they did. I think Kody compromised Robin's secret and Robin was willfully deceptive. Yeah, they did something wrong. If you look, first things first, you're entering into a family, you start any relationship bad if you started on a lie. That's like grade school shit. You see that on Disney and Nickelodeon. You don't have to even watch a reality show for that shit. You can learn that on Disney. You know, you don't never start a relationship based on a lie. That was a lie. You know, the fact that her and Kody went out and picked that dress, and then you went out and wasted them women's time to go pick a dress that you already picked with this dude, and it made them feel like they were a part of a relationship or a situation or event that they had no party to, that was a lie. Then on top of that, you had I'll stand on this. Christine, she had just had Truly. Truly was only a few months old when they got married. So you making this mother who has this newborn baby at home, you take her out on some play fantasy shit and lie on a lie, then you wonder why she mad. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy. Valerie Nelson. Putting it where the goats could get it. These reality people take for granted the folks that be paying their bills and try to talk shit. I know. The sad part is, like I said, Kody think that his ass is like legitly famous. He think he like Tom Cruise back in the day, first run of Top Gun famous. He think he Risky Business famous. This dude is like, Brad Pitt and Troy famous. This dude is B-movie at best. You know what I mean? You're not even on Sunday afternoon matinee shit. Like, you talking about, that's the problem, Carl. That's the problem, Jeff. You just watching the show, you damn nerd. Like, fool, he's watching your show. The same show that you probably in there begging for more money for. And then when push them down the shove, when Kody sat there and argued with Jeff like that, reading that email, Jeff isn't just a guy who wrote in. He's not a fan. You know what TLC would call Jeff? A customer. That's what Jeff is. Jeff is a customer. Because at the end of the day, TLC, this show, is a business. And when Jeff is running his, Jeff calls in, he's a customer, and he calls in at his business, and he wants to talk about this business, you talk about this business, and my man's like, screw you, you don't understand what goes into this. Like, if he wants to talk about this fantasy, you talk to him about this fantasy. I don't give a shit. Oh, Dr. Carl explains it all. Exactly. Neither of them will have any boundaries on it either, but Robin will obliterate Kody. Yeah. She's worse, I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, because I'll say from the respect that Kody is constantly looking to her for validation, Robin has twisted Kody's sense of self so much that he's starting to question his own opinions. And that is exceedingly dangerous because Robin has, in that situation, Robin is sitting more in a power position. So when they start lashing out at each other, Kody would have to find himself first before he actually goes to war with Robin. He is not ready. He is not ready. Please more reason why Kody defends Robin being slighted. Well, I mean, you also have the, like I said, the issue of it plays into the very nature or foundation of their relationship. Kody is kind of what Dr. Carl were talking about earlier. We had bantered on about earlier with regard to. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Aisha B. $1.99 super chat. Talking about the whole idea of the hero complex. He gets to be Captain Save. You know what I mean? So when he's dealing with Robin made herself such a victim that Kody, like, she's such a victim. She's so damaged. She's so hurt. She's given up so much, and she's such a good person that Kody feels that it's a credit to his character for him to defend somebody who is in such a weakened state, in such a weakened position, somebody who's been bullied so much. And with her, again, with Janelle and the OG3, he's a husband, he's a partner, they're equals. But with Robin, he's superior because he's a hero. And for him to be able to fly in and defend her the way he wants to defend her and protect her, he gets to be the hero. He gets to be the savior. And I think that that's part of what makes him like being over at Robin's house so much. When he goes over to Robin's house, he can play big dig. He can go over and I can walk in and, oh yeah, I'm paying for all this. She ain't got to work. She ain't got to do nothing. I'm taking care of everything. I'm the man. He goes over to Janelle's house. Janelle's making more money than him. Janelle's had more, she's making way more money than him. Janelle's probably making somewhere in the realm of 6 figures. Easy. Christine is making more money than him. She's making 6 figures on that MLM crap. Janelle, Mary, and Christine. Mary, I think, is making more than both Janelle and Christine because she's killing the game in the LuLaRoe MLM. So when he walks into the room with them, he doesn't feel like the traditional man, which is one of the self-identity points that he has made for himself because he doesn't understand how he doesn't truly understand how nature works, human nature and emotions and things like that work. He just understands from a logical perspective and how he feels about things, how he's indoctrinated to think about things from a sociological perspective and how men should act and how men should be in the roles of men in relationships. And with Robin, he gets to fulfill those roles that are laid out by what he deems society has laid these roles out for men. And while he's dealing with Robin, he gets to fulfill those roles. He gets to be that guy. But when he's dealing with the other women who have kids and they're looking to him to take responsibility for what would traditionally be traditional woman roles or wifely roles, they're looking at him to come in there and help take care of the wives, to help take care of the kids. Like even tonight, Janelle had talked about how Kody would come in and he was changing diapers. He goes over to Robin's house. You don't have to change no damn diapers. I mean, technically, Robin's not changing diapers either. What does the nanny do? Change diapers. The nanny is taking care of Robin's kids. But with Robin's household, he gets to play more the Leave It to Beaver, bullshit ass, this is what men are supposed to be like role. At the other women's house, they expect him to act more like a partner and be involved. So it's a crazy situation in there. Like I said, there's a lot of different aspects to it. There's a lot of layers to the whole situation. And it's weird because I'll say things like, I think Kody is responsible. People are like, no, but Robin's a manipulator. Robin is a manipulator. But, a few things can be true at the same time. Like when it comes to these folks. Like, is Robin manipulating Kody? Absolutely. But Kody at the same time is a force unto himself. Like he's not just being controlled by Robin. He was this, kind, innocent, happy-go-lucky guy. He was an asshole to start. He was a narcissist to start. And he was... And when Kody says that he was pretending, part of that is true. Like, part of that is true. And I know a lot of folks don't like to hear that shit. They're like, oh, no, he was once in love with them. He was doing what was expected of him because he was playing a role, because he doesn't understand, because he doesn't feel the way we feel, and he doesn't understand the way we understand. So he does the things that he's supposed to do and what he thinks he's supposed to do. And now he's just at a point where he's tired of, he thinks it's in his best interest. I won't even say he's tired. He thinks it's in his best interest to play this a different way. And that's why we're getting a nasty Kody. No. Kody was using Jeff as a target. Kody's run out of victims to blame shift. Yeah. So he had to manufacture that chaos from nothing. But this time Robin didn't spin it with him. DJ Simon. Well, because I think with Robin, she I think Robin was looking at it from the perspective of she knew she was going to get cooked. Like, she knew, like, when Kody was sitting there trying to go off, the tact he was taking was going to get them cooked. You know, especially going after Jeff with what he was saying. I think she knew she was getting cooked. Like, I think she's more advanced than Kody is. And she understands a little more. Clearly, but clearly by her response, she's not a master. You know, she has no true depth of understanding of like humans and human nature. But I think she understands more than Kody does. And she saw when he was trying to make the statements she was making, the conversations that he was having was conversation that the two of them have in private. But he's like a child almost. Like when kids do it, they take it to they like a kid. If you let your kid come down and cuss in the house when people are over to visit, your kid's gonna be downstairs cussing in the house. And even though you say, "Hey, don't be cussing when people," hey, stop that! You don't be cussing around here. Kid don't know the difference. This is what I do all the time, Dad. What the F is going on? Like, you know what I mean? So Kody is just doing the thing that him and Robin do, and they kiki and laugh and support each other. And so when Kody was going after Jeff, it's something that they normally do. And Jeff was a target, but Jeff would have been another person to put down their love and justify the two of them uniting with each other. Because with this type of love too, they need the foil. They need the villain. They need somebody who is against them so that they can have somebody to unite with each other to rival against. And this is part of the reason why removing Christine, Janelle, and Mary, you would think that would make them happy, that their situation would get better. Kind of like what Jeff was saying. You guys have removed all the problems. All the people that you say that you know, was causing so much issue and so much turmoil and so many problems in your relationship and situation. You said that these people were ruining your life. But now you got rid of them. And what happened? I mean, now you got rid of them, and your ass is still mad. What? What? Man, you guys are tripping. You should be happy as shit. You have to watch Robin's face when Jeff paid them the compliment that they should just admit that they're in love and go on with their lives. She looks so happy about the compliment until Kody starts. Let's take a look at it. I got it keyed up. Let's see. Let's see. Because you might be right. Yeah, Dr. Carl, absolutely. Robin is more emotionally intelligent than him. It's just now she has no targets to hide behind. Yeah. Yeah. It's just now she has no targets to hide behind. She has a variety of plays going on for sure. She's at the 1 yard line, but with no team now. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Like, I was saying that the other day. Like, I think that with people like her, and then we'll get into the video. I haven't forgotten yet. But with people like her, they thrive in the conflict. They thrive in the conflict. They come in, they throw the bomb, and then, you know what I mean, they're arsonists, and they just burn the shit down. And be like, I don't know what happened. The fires just keep following me everywhere I go. Everything just on fire. I don't know what happened. Like, bitch, you set everything on fire. Put the matches away. But because everything's on fire, they get you fighting amongst each other. And by the time you get finished fighting, you don't realize that she picked everybody's pockets into place. You know? So, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. But let's take a look at this video real quick. Because I want to see if... I've never really focused on Robin's face because I was too busy focusing. Yeah. She looked kind of content. She did look kind of content. I think I just got demonetized. Because I played 2 of them back again. That's how they get your ass. Oh, shit. I have to block that out. If you're watching the talk back, I played 2 of them back to back. I'm going to have to cut part of this out, I'm sure, at some point, maybe in post, because otherwise TLC will come after my ass. And they're already on my shit. Like, because I can't get this damn YouTube to work right. My streaming has been messed up since the second one. Man claims he never loved him. Yeah. It's a shame. Christine invited Kody's mom and some of his siblings to a wedding. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's disowned. You know what? And the whole thing is that with people with his personality disorder, or just with his personality, I'll say it that way. People with his personality, their sense of loyalty is never rooted in anything concrete. So you would never be able to nail down, when he talks about loyalty, you'd never be able to nail that shit down on what he actually means. Oh my goodness, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's just a weird situation. Like, you'll never be able to nail that down. Because it'll always vacillate between, as long as it's about their perception. And so when they talk about loyalty, you could be loyal to them by doing something on one day, but then at the same time, if you don't do that same thing in that same situation, you do the same thing you did, but you didn't do something else, then all of a sudden you're not loyal anymore. Like it's too hard to try to figure out. Let me see. A raspberry that Aisha B, because they left on their own terms, not when Kody told them to leave. He did not dismiss them from the dinner table in his mind. Yeah. That and the fact that they took their money with them. And so the utility that they provided to him in his relationship, they no longer are providing that utility. And he still needs them in that situation. So not only are you leaving me, but I need you, but I don't want to acknowledge that I need you. And I'm forced to confront the fact that because he has an idea of himself and his own image that he's constructed for himself as far as how he appears. And these ladies leaving have challenged that image that he's constructed for himself. With Robin, he gets to be the hero. He gets to be the man who's taking care of all the business. He gets to be the big businessman who's like has this fancy stuff and all these things and all this good money and all that shit. But then you turn around and what does he have? You know what I mean? He's got a bunch of bills and had no way to pay them. And and they out there living their best life. And Christine, from what I understand, Christine and Dave Woolley, they having a house built. And I bet you it's not going to be no damn shack. And I bet you ain't going to be the size of no trailer on the side of Coyote Pass. I bet you that house is going to be nice as shit. And Kody, if that house is big and huge, Kody is going to lose his shit. Like when I say lose his shit, I'm talking about he going to just be in the house screaming his ass off. He going to be out there just standing in the middle of them trees just hollering. It's going to be crazy. Angela's M64. I got something for you. Uh-oh, wrong one.
I was a polygamist. It's all ego, baby.
There you go. That's for Angela M64. Yeah, it's crazy as hell. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let you guys go because it is late as shit. It's the new year. I hope everybody has a new time. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. We had a great talk today. I'm so glad I came back and we did this. You guys encouraged me because I was shook. I was looking at my screen. I was like, damn, ain't nobody coming. I was like, oh no, I'm having a party. Got my chips out, got my music going. And I'm like, where's the doorbell going to start ringing? Nobody's here. But yeah, I appreciate everybody showing up, hanging out with a plan, doing the thing. We done did the damn thing. We bringing in the new year. It's going to be an amazing year for all of us, I'm sure. We're going to support each other. We're going to hold each other down, and we're going to grow together. It's going to be baller. We're going to have a 2024 baller-ass year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Oh, and make sure tomorrow, I meant to say this earlier, or at least post something about it. Oh, thank you, Doctor. Appreciate you. Make sure you send me an email too. Dr. Carl explains it all. Yeah, you know what? Make sure you guys are, cause I was out earlier. I was running around. I was like, I was busy, and I was like, I'll just get my kids something to eat real quick, cause give them a little treat. So I went out to get something to eat. Normally I don't go out on New Year's Eve, but I went out and 2 people almost crashed into my shit. Like, I'm talking about going over the line. Like, I'm driving down the street. Person made a wide ass turn. They pull into my lane. Like, it was wild out there. So make sure you guys, I thought about you guys out there. Make sure you stay safe out there on them roads. Next few days, people going to be partying it up and having a good time. Make sure you guys keep it safe, so we can have a fantastic new year. No foolishness. Drama free, except for this sister wife shit that we watching. Maybe some 90 Day. I'm going to throw some 90 Day in there because they're about to drop a Single Life. And I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff to talk about on that. So I'll be running some Single Life and some other things. So I'll be doing more lives, and I'll also be doing some more videos. So hopefully you guys check those out. But again, I want to make sure that I thank everybody for coming through. Without you guys, this My Take on Reality after party would not be fun at all. I should call it the New Year's Eve party because, New Year's party, boom, boom, we brought it in with each other. It's going to be a fantastic year. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Again, make sure you hit that like button on the way out. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's a little click for you, huge click for me. And we know what it means. If you hit that bad boy, you help a brother out. That's why we call it the HBO special, baby. So go ahead and give me that HBO special if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you guys so much for coming out. My name is James. This is My Take. And this has been My Take on Reality. And I'm out.